Say your fight club, we're repping the crew, battle on the floor. It's me and you, pose them up right. Let the showdown begin. In this action figure world, we're destined to win. Got my action force, they ready to strike. Transformers roll out, they're ready for the hype. Marvel and DC, heroes in the ring with every epic. Welcome to Figure Fight Club, where collectors come to play. Discussions from Valorverse to hot toys shaped by collecting weight. Pour a drink for yourself, collect your thoughts. Join us on this journey in action-packed talks. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Welcome with the club at the front. Welcome with the club at the front. Raise your drinks up high and let's cheers. You're among collectors and like-minded peers. From stores to conventions, we take you backstage, exploring figures from modern day to the Stone Age. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Welcome with the club at the front.
Welcome to Figure Fight Club. It's Friday. I didn't change the screens because I'm tired as fuck, but welcome. It's nice to see you guys in the chat, and my co-hosts aren't here tonight because one of them is working and the other one is taking care of their sick wife. So, but I have an awesome guest on the show, and I give him some music, a little intro.
Let it drop at least. Let me get the drop first. No, what's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey,
Appreciate
thanks for jumping on, dude. I really appreciate that.
You got it.
For sure. So you and I met.
Feel like I should have wore like a college dress shirt, something nicer. VIP, got the music. I'm like wearing a wrestling shirt. Like, nah.
I mean,
messed up.
I'm wearing a Valorverse shirt, so it's fine.
There you go. We all got teased.
Exactly. Well, you and I met at San Diego Comic-Con. We finally had our first chance meeting face to face, which was pretty dope.
Yeah.
So I'm
For a
still
second, I thought we were gonna wrestle. I thought we were gonna it was heated. It was heated for a little bit until we were. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're a pleasure to meet, man, for sure.
LP is saying in the chat, hey, this guy that was very mean to me at SDCC.
Oh, that's the one. Oh, I was thinking. I got him confused. Yeah.
You weren't wrestling me. You were wrestling LP.
It was. He's a big guy to wrestle. I don't know if I would want to do that. I'd have to hit and run.
I like to call him Mr. He says it's 3XL, but it's 4XL. Mr. 4XL.
That's right. Cool.
But yeah, so welcome onto the show. It's always nice having you on, and I've been following you for quite some time as well. It's awesome what you guys do at Toy Con of Mood.
It means a lot to see a lot of the familiar faces because everybody's so busy now, right? We have so many options. 2XL, not 4XL. There's so many options, whether it's you watching YouTube streams. Like right now, SmackDown's on, right? I'm a big wrestling fan. So there's just so many things. Like we all work. A lot of us have family. So even if you just check in and just say hi, like, it means the world. Not you, like anybody on any stream. I'm just saying in general. And to see like Trey and like yourself and some of the familiar some of the familiar faces, Cody, another one. It's cool and it means a lot just to chime in for 5 minutes or 2 or 4 hours. Like it's cool to chop it up with people every week, and it means the world. It really does.
No, I 100% agree, man. I mean, that's there's so much to watch on YouTube, especially. It's almost insane the amount of people who are
Mhm.
tubing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's
Do you
before
ever?
we go ahead.
Well, I'll shoot.
No,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead. Go
ask
ahead.
you a lot of questions because I'm a host too. So I'm probably more like you're like, oh, I'm gonna interview tonight. I'm like, no, I might interview you, man. I'm more interested in like what you think about things. Forget me. Who cares? But like, seriously, like, you ever get in the weeds on that stuff? Like, why is there 100 people one night? Why is there 20? Or do you just like, hey, whatever happened? Like, how deep in the weeds as a YouTuber, a host, do you get in on any of this stuff?
I mean, I look at the analytics, but at the same time, like, dude, I still consider myself new because I'm less than a year. And honestly, I'm a small channel, dude. I don't have big numbers. So I enjoy talking about figures, and I enjoy, just nerding out with people. And that's really the basis behind it. I
When
mean,
do
I
you
do
think
look,
that
I
change?
do.
When do you think that changes for you, or will it change, or do you think like whatever happens happens, or do you reach a point where you care? You know, I always worry. I always not worry. Well, I do worry, but always wonder about it. Like,
Mhm.
do I take it too serious, or should I? Am I doing the right thing? You know?
I mean, I just say have fun with it is what
Yeah.
I do.
Oh,
Uh,
always fun. That's number one. But I mean,
I mean, but
as a
of
business,
course, as a person, you want to see the channel grow. I mean, Figure Fight
Mhm.
Club has been a business as well. Like I set it up as a business a few years ago. So because I sell stuff too, and I use it to generate revenue, and this is just a part of that foundation, right? It's to
Yeah.
generate revenue, content, and all that stuff. Um, I mean, I always look at the numbers because I mean, for a profession, that's what I do. I look at numbers, I analyze stuff all the time. So,
Yeah.
and that's my day job. So obviously, it's going to go into my hobby, right? I've done it for
Mhm.
20 years, so this shit's coming staying here too. But again, I'm a much smaller channel compared to a lot of other people, so
Yeah.
I don't read too much into it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah,
And it's hard after. Shout to Toy Connections. I've had a lot of conversations with him about it because he's made quite a channel for himself because he does a lot of documentary style things where like he'll get 1 million views on something because it's so evergreen and it's almost like building a TV show.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And so he'll say, we suffer because we went after COVID started. That's what he says. Like, even if someone like him who hit 10K, he's like, I'll never get 100K or 150 because we're not grandfathered in. We came in during the COVID storm where like everybody was locked in their house and had to, come up with some way to connect, right?
yep. Well, that's very true. I mean, granted, I just started 8 months ago, but I guess on my own. I
You're
get
doing great. You're doing great. 8 months, and you're like, I watch your intro. I'm like, there's 17 intros, and they're all high def and like music and like amazing, way better graphics than I could ever think of. Look, you got like, I'm
I've
looking at this thing, and I'm like, this is 8 months.
I've
My
learned.
stuff is starting to be okay after 5 months.
I
I mean,
was on
5 years.
I
Yeah.
was on a podcast before starting Figure Fight Club, but I
Yeah.
learned from Brandon, Illustrated Figs, who was one of my old co-hosts here. He did a lot of the graphics, and you just kind of start learning that stuff with them, right?
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
like right off the bat, I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I wanted the more,
Good.
like it was supposed to be like a grungy club vibe. That's really what I was going for, and I feel like I have that right now. It could always improve though. I always look for changes over time, like small bits of changes, change
Mhm.
things up.
Yeah,
So
you have to.
yeah, you always have to do that.
Mhm.
But like, let's go back to schedule because I know you said you had limited time.
I
Uh,
mean, yeah, more only because I just did a stream and then I got a work event tomorrow. It's like there was no work leading up to Comic-Con, and now that I'm home and I have all these delicious toys here, there's all this delicious plastic I want to open. I'm like, real world shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
real job shit now for the next week. So
yeah, that's
yeah,
sorry to hear that. But let's
yeah.
talk about your pickups. What did you get?
It's money for toys. It's okay. It's good news. What did I get? Okay. I mean, everybody and their mom is getting these, right? But
Okay.
hope to do like a Big Bad was shipping these out, so hope to do like a video on. Usually, I'll try to rank them all instead of doing individual videos that take forever to do. What do you think of Law and Order? Did you get him yet?
I did not get him. I've actually been getting
Yep.
rid of a lot of my GI Joe stuff. To be honest with you, I got rid of most of
Wait,
it
what?
already.
Wait, really? Tell me
Yeah.
why.
That's
Tell me
mostly
why.
was I wanted to concentrate on 1 milli. Granted, some of my recent pickups don't tell you that, but I wanted to concentrate on mostly one military type of toy, which was Valaverse.
Oh, that's fair. And that's fair because Operation Monster Force is another one with their,
Exactly.
with their line, their season 0 and season 2. We can make it even screen now. Yeah, I was like, that's nerve-wracking. No, I mean, I think there's so many options, right? We said there's a lot of people in the comment were like, there's a lot of options for YouTube streams. There's a lot of options for toys. Options are good, but it gets like you got to barrel down on what
Yeah.
you want. And as a content creator, do you think about stuff that you normally is your collecting evolve around what your content is?
It's all in action figures, right? That's really what it is on. I've decided to open it up, especially after San Diego. I was thinking about this
Yeah.
for a while, but just kind of taking on the entire geek fandom thing. So like, I don't really read comic books. I buy them for some weird reason, but I don't read them. They just sit there. But I still have a small
Kind of like
collection.
we did in the 90s, right? We just
Yeah,
we like begged our parents or mom or whatever and like for like $5, and then you go there and you can only get like 2 or 3, and then you never read them. Like you
exactly.
stare at the cover, you look through the newsstand forever. You're there for an hour, right? Back with the newsstand, the comic book shop, and you don't ever read you don't ever read the comic. You read like the front 3 pages, and then
And that's
something
it.
happens. You gotta go to dinner, or like you're in trouble, or you gotta go to school, and you don't. Yeah, it's crazy.
So, but because of me buying more comics lately, I wanted to start bringing on like comic book artists or story writers or just in general like creators in comics, and then also do cosplayers who go to these bigger conventions and stuff like that. So just kind of opening it up a little bit to a little bit of
So, so you're opening up your channel to more popular geek culture than just
yeah,
toys. Is that what
yeah,
you mean? Okay.
exactly. Just so I'll still have I think we'll still keep the action figure part of it more prominent,
Yeah.
just because that's really what it's all about. But just have specials. I don't even know if I want to do lives with these things. It'll just be like a pre-record.
Yeah, and there's always a way to connect it. Like if you meet comic creators or people in TV film that are collectors, but they can talk about what they're working on and maybe connect like, oh, this would be a cool figure. You know what I mean? Like we did that with, I see the comments. Shout out to Gun Bunny, talk about Energon. We did like a few episodes just talking about what would make cool Energon figures with GI Joe Classified. Like Risk and Chameleon and stuff like that. Like that stuff is more fascinating than me being like, all right, this has double elbows and a new torso. Like I do it and I enjoy making the content, but I like speculating. I like talking about the future of the brand and connecting pop culture to toys. Like that's way more fascinating than the quality of the figure, right?
I mean, I think it's everything has its own place in a way, because again, like being an action figure channel on toys, you really want to just talk about the action figures, maybe the story behind it too. That's always intriguing. But again, I don't read comics, so I don't really have that history or knowledge. So it's just more about what you learn and what you hear.
What comics buy and not read?
You're breaking up, Travis, unless it's me.
I am. Now.
Yeah.
Good.
Better. I can hear you now.
Okay. What comics did you buy and not read?
I'm assuming you're still breaking up again, but you said, I think I heard the question. What comics are you planning to read?
We asked the chat because on my end the Wi-Fi is fine. We don't know if the Wi-Fi is bad.
Yeah, I definitely don't hear you right now.
You don't hear me at all.
I could hear you. It's just you're turning into a robot, like Stu's saying in the chat.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I'm going to start reading just random comics just to see. Like I've been collecting a lot of Street Fighter stuff I've always loved Street Fighter, so I've been buying Street Fighter
Mhm.
comics when I see them, and I just haven't read them
Yeah.
yet. I probably have like a good 30 to 40 sitting in a drawer somewhere. And then recently, I got some like was it Beast? It was one of the Robert Kirkman comics that was given to me in one of the panels. That was pretty
Oh,
cool. I think it was one of the characters from one of his new comic books that he was making, and it was like like a white lion. I think. I
mhm.
think it was called like Beast something. I want to
Right.
try that out too, just to see if I like it, and just kind of get into it. You battle Beast, thanks to,
Got you. Cool.
and now I can hear you too.
Yeah, everything good? You answered
Yeah.
my question somehow,
Yeah.
even though I was like, yeah, what is the comic that you're buying and reading now? Cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
Good.
but other than that, man, like it's just kind of just trying to enjoy the hobby. Like I've kind of slowed. At least I keep telling myself I'm slowing down buying stuff, which I have in a way. But
Yeah.
just all these older pre-orders that I bought are coming in now, right? So those are the things that come in now. I mean, granted, I went to Target and I bought, Kaiji Mudo Legends, the Legends Muda. Yep. and,
I
and
figure I was showing on shout out to Nick Storm and his Figure Friday. We were talking wrestling. He's a wrestling figure show, and
okay.
I talked about this one, and it knocked my whole display over. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
this guy is a beast. I'm a big Great Muta fan. I don't know if you saw the picture. I met him at WrestleMania weekend. He was
Oh,
at
damn.
WrestleCon. Yeah,
That's cool. Okay.
those are the guys I want to meet. Like, I don't want to meet somebody that's going to be in WWE for the next 20 years. Like, I want to meet a
Yeah.
guy like Great Muta because you just never know.
Exactly.
That's it. Like, he's a legend of the game and been around forever, and he's from Japan. So
Yeah, exactly. And like Jushin Thunder Liger, Ultimo Dragon. Like I met Vampiro at SDCC. That was cool.
Mhm.
Granted, he was probably high as shit, to be honest with you, when I saw him.
Did you go to the Mass Republic panel? Shout out to Kevin Kleinrock. That's my guy right
I
there.
did not go to the panel.
Oh,
I just saw him at the booth. He was at the Republic booth.
yeah,
And then
because
that's where I
it's
saw
like
him.
I'm trying to think of the help me out with what's the toy line that's helping Mass Republic with the they're pretty popular.
Legends of Lucha Libre.
Yeah, there's a toy brand though that's like one of the sculptors does GI Joe classified.
No.
Can't think of it right now. Someone in the chat will put it.
Boss
Sure.
Fight?
Yeah, Boss Fight. Yeah. There you go. Boss Fight is helping them out with the Legends of Libre.
Okay.
Libre, yeah.
Yeah.
They make good stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it's. I like the original wave, the first wave. It was good. They were smaller in general, but they were still good. This new stuff got bigger, like size wise. There's more true scale to 6 inch. But the plastic seemed to change a little bit, so I wasn't happy because I bought
Also, they have to make a sacrifice, huh?
I think so. I bought the Ultimo Dragon from the second wave, and like the plastic was noticeably different compared to the wave one, and I was like, ugh, I don't like this one. It just felt more flimsy and less like the first wave was really good. Like it was like, yeah, this is an action figure in my hand. Wave two, I wasn't too impressed with.
Are you how much wrestling are you watching?
I don't really watch live that much, to be honest with you, just because like that's like 2 hours of my time that I don't have. So I just let Instagram or YouTube give me the results, and then if it's something really intriguing that I want to watch, I go watch it. You normally find it everywhere, so I keep up with it, but I don't really watch it live.
It's like
unless it's like a pay-per-view, right? That's a little different.
right. Okay, so you try to keep up with so this weekend is SummerSlam. You're gonna watch both nights.
I'm probably gonna watch Saturday just because it is SummerSlam. That's the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. So I'll definitely watch that Saturday, and then likely Sunday too, to be honest.
I would say third biggest now. Royal Rumble's kind of got more eyes on it than anything.
Does it?
Yeah, they actually said Royal Rumble had more views than Mania this year, which was crazy.
That is crazy.
Than Mania from Vegas. Yeah. So, Royal Rumble's like a more entertaining match if you think about it, right? Like 60.
Well, you don't. 30 people. Yeah. You don't know who's going to show up into it either.
What up, Woody?
What's up, guys? Make sure to smash that like button.
Oh yeah.
My wife is here too. Thanks for checking in.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends. I mean, I think what Cody and Cena is the main event of night 2, and then CM Punk and Gunther.
Probably. Yeah, I can't see them doing Cody and Cena on night 1. That would be anticlimactic.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
yeah, I'll have to watch it very late and then get up and go to work. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
gonna, I mean, maybe on a break if I can watch a match before I head out. But yeah, it's tough. But that's the thing. We consume so much pop culture, and how do you get it done? Wrestling, I'm an AEW and New Japan fan, and I'm caught up. Imagine
Oh,
like that
shit.
plus YouTube. So I try to do both at once. I'll have wrestling on, but I'm not just sitting there glued to the TV. It's on,
You're
but I got my
multitasking.
laptop and I'm
Yeah.
getting work done for Toy Kind of Mood or whatever, right?
Mm.
Like other real world work at the same time. Like the other night I was watching the G1 and I was studying for this presentation at the same time. It's just, you have to turn TV into music in order to get stuff done, you know?
Literally, I mean, like when I work during the daytime, I just have YouTube shows that I miss, and I just have them on reruns, and I'm listening, and then just kind of do my work. It's like music now at this point, where you're just multitasking always. And even like upstairs, when I have a man cave upstairs, so even there, I have the TV on YouTube and I'm listening in, but I'm doing other stuff constantly.
Yeah. So this was your first Comic-Con,
San Diego, yeah.
what as a for San Diego, as a content creator, did you were just, it seemed like based on your social media you were aiming to just network. I called you the Kevin Bacon of the toy game because I just flipped through and I'm like, he's cool with everybody. I thought I was cool with everybody, but no, I think Avi's got a head up on me with that. So that was kind of, was that the
Networking.
goal?
The networking
Was
is always fun. It's always
Yeah.
seeing people and meeting new people, right? And that's always the
Yeah.
biggest thing. That's why I like going to the bigger shows, is to honestly just network and have fun, talk to them. That's what's worth it to me. I mean, granted, the toys too, the exclusives, right? That like the Savage Land, the Snap 3-pack went up today finally, and some people got it, some
Yeah.
people didn't.
Right. It went up, all the stuff went up for pre-order later for like a long time. And then I got this. Shout to Evan Foster, my guy right there. He picked this up in line for me at the con. Still gonna open it, but
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Okay.
So like Cold Slither, Savage Land, all that stuff went up for a while. It went up a couple times and sold out immediately, but then the stuff was up for at least an hour and a half
Afterwards.
today. An hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I get some people, I don't know. I always think like no matter what your job is, unless you're a aerodynamic space engineer or a surgeon, you can go to the bathroom and sit on the toilet and get your pre-order. Like you can, if you really want this fucking shit. Sorry to swear.
No,
But
you
if
can
you
swear all
really
you
want it, okay to swear. I was like, might as well do it. If
Yeah.
you really want this stuff, you can get it. You can get. If you're a teacher, hey, like you tell your substitute teacher, you tell your buddy, hey, I got to teach this class. If you're just blaming Hasbro and not trying, you're not trying. I'm not saying Hasbro's making it easy. It's not. But you can, if you really want the shit, you'll get it.
I heard their site crashed too, right? Didn't their site crash?
Yeah,
It
site
did?
crash.
Okay.
Yeah, no excuses. Like there no excuses for Hasbro either. There's no excuses for either. Like Hasbro shouldn't figure out a way to make it easy, but also like if you really, really wanted this, you can get it.
Listen, I already have 3 or 2 of the Snap 3-packs, and I ordered another one today, and it was just as easy as clicking the link. It took me right there. I said, "Yep, add to cart," and I just signed that, or I bought it. I purchased it. I was like, "What is the fuss about?" That was so simple.
Do you remember? Have you been going to cons before San Diego?
Yeah.
Do you remember the time when
other cons, San Diego, other cons? I've never been to San Diego until this last time.
Right, like even New York and stuff. Like before COVID, even way before that, you had to be at the convention to get an exclusive.
Okay.
Like Star Wars Celebration. Remember the one that came out this year, the 2-pack, the Visions? People are on Amazon, and now it's on clearance. Like people on Amazon got that. I got it in a second. It came the next day or 2 days later, and people went all the way to Japan to get that thing. and it was just on Amazon, and it shipped in 2 days. Like
That's
it
hilarious.
is crazy that you have access to convention exclusives now, but years ago you had to go to the convention and pay for hotel, flight, gas, all that food to get this stuff. Now you could just get it from your home if you try. Like I don't know.
Well, that's the funny thing,
Yeah.
So people were asking me, "Would you do San Diego again?" I was like, like I bought tickets to San Diego aftermarket. I bought it from StubHub, my pass to get in, and it was expensive.
Wow. I'm surprised they allow it because they always say you get banned if you sell a badge or something
Well,
like that. Like, yeah,
well, I was Robin for the weekend. That's why I put a big ass sticker on my badge, so it just blocked the name out. So I
they
was like,
don't
all
even
right.
check.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't check
well,
that.
I didn't know, right? I was nervous as crap coming in preview night. I was like, man, this is like I spent $1,400 on the tickets, right? So that was expensive. So I was like,
Wait, 1,400 on just a Comic-Con badge, or
just for the badge,
every?
yeah, yeah,
1,400 for the badge?
yep. That was the preview
Yo,
night in 4 days.
they're caking because I shouldn't say this.
Dude,
I
that was
think I sold one many moons ago for $600, and I was like, "Wow, look at all the money it makes." 1,400?
yeah.
You're
It was.
dedicated. That's insane.
Again, this was the
Wow.
year I decided to do all the cons. So like I'm doing New York Comic Con this year too.
Yeah.
And every month is a con at this point except for December,
Yeah.
and then the year's done. So, but again, it made me rethink a lot of things. Like next year, like would I do San Diego again? Probably not, because all the exclusives I could get from my house. I don't have to go anywhere.
Right.
So
But you went there to network and you met everybody you wanted to meet.
yeah, I met a lot of people. Not everyone, but a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that was fun. And that's one of the main reasons why I like going to conventions, is just meeting people.
Yeah.
It's the talking with the nerds, that I find a lot of enjoyment out of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Hanging out is cool. It's good on all parts.
Yeah, exactly. And that's always the main goal, just to go hang out. Yeah. See, my wife is actually the one who, it was my birthday that weekend, on Saturday. So my wife was the one who was like, "You should." I asked her first. I was like, "Hey, I found the cheapest tickets I could find were $1,400," and she was like, "Listen, it's your birthday weekend. Go have fun." She's like, "That's one hell of a good birthday gift, right?" And I was like, "Yes, it is." So
That is a royal queen right there you have.
yeah,
Good sir.
she spoils me.
Congratulations. Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
amazing, dude.
But it was fun though. It was fun to network. It was like, there was that one place. There was like a Thursday night. There was like a big bar, with all these toy tubers we're meeting at. That was a lot of fun hanging out there. Toy Migos was there. I took Ace with me there. And then there's just again a bunch of people that were hanging out, unparalleled. So it was fun just chit chatting, and like Ace brought his tank that he was going to give away on Friday night with the toy tuber thing. So he brought that, and people were playing with that, and so it was cool. It was a fun event Thursday night.
Yeah, chopping it up with all the toy tubers is always cool. But if you just go to like Marvel or Jada, they were there. You didn't even have to go out at night. They were just pretty much at the booths the whole time, talking
Yeah,
to like Dan Yoon or June or any
I
of
was
any
gonna
of
say
these
June.
folks.
June was there Thursday night too, so I got a chance to talk to June Thursday night at the bar.
Oh, cool. Oh, June was out. They
Yeah,
had him out.
June.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, no kidding.
So
That's a guy
that was
that's a guy I really want on the show. And I feel bad because we do these 10-minute interviews and we're just pestering him for like, reveals or news or whatever, or like just talking about his stuff. And he's a guy I want to have on and just talk to him. Like,
yeah.
I want to know more about him. He's a very interesting, cool, chill guy, but I want to know his story.
Yeah, no, I get it. Very nice when I spoke to him at the bar.
Hmm.
And I did the
Yeah.
same thing. I tried to be like, "Hey, we should exchange information so I can try to get you on the show." Again, that's
I've emailed him before, and he's a nice guy, but I've not heard back. So hey, people get busy, it gets lost in spam, whatever. I get it, but it'd be
no,
nice to have him on. Did you talk to the GI Joe guys, Lenny and
I
Tori?
spoke to Lenny briefly, and then I spoke to Emily for a little bit,
Okay.
but nothing recorded. I took
Yeah.
selfies with them though. That was fun.
Oh, yeah. You took selfies with
A lot
Pretty
of
much everybody but John Cena, unless you did and I can't see it, right?
yeah,
That's
pretty much. And then
yeah.
what was it? There was another one. Brian Flynn. I randomly saw him walking in one of the aisles at the show, and I stopped him, talked to him for a little bit. He gave me his business card, so and he actually said he would be interested in being on the show. So I was like, that'll be fun.
Yeah, he's open to doing a lot of shows. It's crazy. He's never been on our show, but we had Kyle on twice. I can
Okay.
never say his last name, but it begins with a W. I'm gonna butcher it, but you know what?
I don't.
Kyle, who worked at Super 7, he's not there anymore. But we've had him like once or twice on our show before, and
Okay.
he's a good dude. He was working on a lot of the rock band stuff for Super
Okay, got you.
and Turtles, I think too. Yeah.
Turtle stuff. Okay. I mean, that was the turtle stuff. I think. I mean, again, it's a hit or a miss most of the time. I like the Mars Attack stuff because no
Was that
one.
Mars Attacks?
Yeah, the
I
Mars
think
Attack.
he worked on that too. I think Kyle.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't want to speak for him, but I think he worked on that too. So
got you.
we haven't had Brian on because honestly, I haven't liked what he's done with GI Joe. I love the clothes. I have a lot of GI Joe shirts. This is the first Comic Con I didn't buy. I didn't go to the store. Did you go to the store? The Super 7 store?
No,
Yeah, there was one that's like
I didn't even know they had a
I wanna,
store.
yeah, I want to say it's like maybe 6 blocks away. So it'd probably take you 20 minutes
Like
to
walking.
walk to, and it's kind of like a pop-up kind of store. They take over the whole store, so it's not like a tent, but
Okay.
they had themes. I think last year was the Turtle Van, and the
Okay.
2 years before that were GI Joe, and I was excited, but I just never got into the Ultimates or the Reaction, But I
Gotcha.
bought like the shirts and stuff, the comics or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. I mean, I own a few Super Sevens, but I mean, even the Reaction, I think I own like two,
Yeah.
and they're on my wall here actually. It's just Street Fighter 2, like Zangief and Chun Li. I'll pick up anything with Chun Li on it, to be honest with you. But
It's just $20 for like a 5 POA figure that it's
honestly,
a
like
replica. I don't know.
for me, I still
I
keep
feel-
it carded, and it's just more nostalgic to me. Like
That
this,
looks sick though. That
yeah,
looks
this
cool.
this look was
Yeah.
just very nostalgic. So I was like, you know what, I'll buy this. And I bought it at my buddy's. One of my buddies, he opened a new comic book shop in the area, and he had a debut like weekend. And when I went to go visit on his debut weekend, and that's when I picked it up. So like, I mean, like the
That's
figure's
cool.
not
That's
great looking, obviously, but it's that like the nostalgic look to it. And I was like, I like
for
this.
sure.
Um,
Yeah. I appreciate what they do, but it's like I have to cater my interviews to my own likes. I can't just interview every toy creator there, because if I'm not interested in what they do, then it's
Yeah.
I'm not doing them I'm doing them a disservice and their fans. Do you know what I
Yep.
mean? I don't have like a checklist like, well, I haven't done Brian Flynn. It's like we haven't done a lot with NECA. I think NECA makes amazing stuff, but I don't like I have a few Predator stuff, RoboCop stuff, and Alien stuff, but like it's not enough for me to be like, hey, you want to jump on for an hour? Like maybe the other guys on a toy kind of mood, but not for me personally.
got you. I mean,
Thank
even
you,
NECA,
thank
like
you, man. Appreciate it.
Mike's good people.
Hmm.
Even the NECA stuff, like I think I stopped at the TMNT movie stuff. That's it. That's really all I focused on. I might have like a Jason Voorhees somewhere sitting around, but it's mostly just movie turtles. That's all I wanted.
That reminds me. What do you think? I know. I'm sorry. I'm like interviewing you, but I'm like so. I feel like we met at Comic-Con. We said what's up. We did talk in the Marvel line for a little bit,
Yeah.
and you always check in on our show, but I don't know like a lot about you.
Yeah.
And I feel like I always I feel like my life is online. Like we're on all the time, and I'm always posting, and I'm very open with everything. So I'm more like I want to ask Avi a question. So like Mezco did their movie Turtles.
Yeah.
What do you think of those? That was a new reveal.
They look amazing. I skipped on it, and I kind of kicked myself for skipping on it.
Wait,
Are you talking about the new? Are you talking about the new ones that just got announced too?
Well, no. So not the turtles that they have. Those are kind of just a general turtle.
Okay.
Not the. I'm talking about the movie ones that they just
They
released.
just,
They
I
just
think I
showed up
just
at
saw the
con.
preview. At the preview they had it, right? The
Yeah,
SDCC. They look
yeah,
good. It just, I don't know if I want more, to be honest with you.
right.
I'm good with NECA. I'm happy with that. Mezco comes with a much bigger price tag.
$400 for those four turtles. You
Yeah,
add that to 1,400 for the ticket. That's
yeah.
almost 2 grand.
I'm not interested at that point. I
Yeah.
mean, here's the thing though. Like, Mezco is probably my favorite toy company, but I'm mostly sticking to DC stuff from them at this point
Yeah.
because that's what I really
Oh,
enjoy. I really enjoy DC, so I like their Mezco DC stuff. It really pops to me, so I keep that. I mean, I have some of their Marvel too, but I'm getting rid of a lot of that stuff.
so we have that in common because I started with McFarlane during COVID because they were easily to find. They were easy to find, and they were
Yeah,
making current comic stuff like Dark Knight's Metal. Like the Man Who Laughs and all that. The alternate Jokers. From
yeah,
like Scott Snyder. And I was like, this stuff's cool. But then after a while, I was like, I didn't really understand it. It was like, these are a different scale. It's not like my collection has to have Spider-Man and Batman be in scale.
yeah.
I don't need Marvel and DC. But then after a while, when I really started to care about toys and review them and talk about them more than just, hey, this is something to do during COVID,
Scale fell in.
it had to be better than just the deco. McFarlane
Mhm.
makes great deco and they have cool looking figures, but they're not great, like as far as the feel of them, the articulation,
Mhm.
in my opinion. So after a while, I had to get rid of all of them. I tried to. I think I have a couple left, but yeah, it didn't do it for me. So Mezco became that replacement for the DCU,
Yeah,
and they're so expensive. But I was like, they're so much better. Like all those
a
Batman
lot
figures
better.
are fucking chef's kiss. Yeah.
See, I think I only have like 2 or 3 Batman figures. I don't need more than that, so I'm good on that. Even Nightwing, I think I bought the red one that was at the show, and then already pre-ordered the blue one. So it's like I'm good. I have Robin, and
Wait, you bought the second? You bought the second Nightwing. I
yeah.
did. I was like, I don't need a new 52 one. I was good with the blue one.
I passed on it the first 2 nights, and then eventually I was like, man, I keep seeing it, and I'm probably gonna buy it anyway. So let me just buy it.
Yeah. It didn't sell out.
It
Did
sold
it
out
sell
by
out?
like I think by Saturday or
Oh,
Friday or Saturday it sold out. But it definitely like I kept going to the booth and like, how many of you guys have left? How many do you guys have left? He was like, we're running out soon. I was like, okay, I'll be
yeah.
back. I was hoping
I
like
went over. Oh,
oh
no,
god.
what was it? Sorry.
No, I was just saying that I was hoping it would like sell out and I don't have to worry about buying it. But I think when I got there, he was like, we still have about like 10, 11 left. I was like, you know what, just I'll buy it. Go ahead and
Yeah.
sell it to me. And I grabbed the gold, the Gomez as well while I was at it.
Well, wasn't the Gomez hard to get?
No,
Or
that
was the
was
dealer, Death
it,
Dealer?
it was the Doc Knock, the Shadow,
Doc Knock, yeah.
yeah, the
I don't
Shadow Doc
follow
Knock.
Rumble Society as much or at all, really. So,
Yeah, no, I get that, and
um,
I used to follow Rumble Society. At this point, I'm just keeping the pink skulls. That's because that's really all I like. But everything
yeah.
else, I'm trying to get rid of.
hmm Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was Fabster who got me into Mezco, and I bought a couple Rumble Society figures, but had to get rid of them. Not that they were bad. I had them as fill-ins for GI Joe Classified because it's Death Dealer, the one that comes with the Rumbler, right? The one with the
yeah,
snake or
Death
and
Adder.
Death Adder.
Yeah,
Adder, duh. Adder is a snake. So he had the snake head, and I was like, he's basically Snake Eyes with a cobra, like a black cobra head. And I was like, this
well,
would be cool.
they actually
Yeah,
released a Death Adder once before, and it pretty much looked
that's
like
the one.
it looked
That's
like
the one I'm.
the Cobra GI Joe, the Snake Eyes GI Joe, Mezco.
Right.
It was pretty much the same body, I think.
No, but then when I got Snake Eyes, I did a review of it. It had nothing in common, which was crazy. Like it
Really?
literally had nothing. None of the weapons, the torso legs, like everything was all new. It was
Oh wow,
weird.
that
Yeah, it
is
was
weird.
crazy. I mean, I could be off. It could be like an elbow pad or something, but like I was like, why wouldn't you just? I'm glad they didn't, right? Because you figured with tooling costs and everything, they would just
Mm.
copy that over, throw on the balaclava, and call it a day. And they didn't. So I was like, but that's because they were making more of these other versions of their ninjas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to get rid of it. It was a stand-in when we were. Remember, we were barely. You've been in classified for a long time, right? Buying classified for a long time.
On and off, yeah.
Like since the start, like we weren't getting shit for like a whole year. Like there was nothing for like 6 months, 8 months. Now we're getting it every day. It's something coming in. But I was like, oh, I'll get this guy as a fill-in. And
as much as I say I stopped buying classified, I definitely bought this fireman.
Had to get him. Yeah,
I had
what do
to.
you
I was
think
like,
of it?
I haven't opened it yet, but I just wanted a fireman. I was like, I could use this for any shot I do on like for DC, Marvel. Like it goes with everything.
Well, that actually. What do you think of those NPCs that Fresh Monkey and Big Bad Workshop are doing?
I mean that's. I mean, I don't actually remember what they look like, to be honest with you, but I remember them announcing it. But I mean, it just depends on what they come with. Because if it's going to be like similar to the firefighters, the cops, or even like ambulance, like stuff like that, I mean, you could always use like one or two or more.
Right,
So,
because they have like the street women will say, because your wife's in the chat, so we'll just say
you can still say prostitute or hooker. I mean, my wife has a filthier mouth than I do.
I have to meet her. Bank robber. What else they got? SWAT officer. So it's kind of some of the stuff that Joe's been doing with their legacy, and then other. But it's cool because these toys you can use with anybody, right? Like Marvel, Voliverse, whatever your line is. You always need non-playable characters in the background, especially if you're shooting stuff, photography, dioramas. Yeah, so I think it's a pretty brilliant line,
I mean, it's good that a lot of people are doing that now too, though. That's like a normal thing, which is great. I think was it that wrestling? I
was just gonna say that the wrestling fans.
The wrestling fans, yeah, exactly.
I forgot the name of the company, but
I think it was the wrestling store, something like that. They're doing the fans, which I'd like too, and I know LP liked the Bucks. I haven't bought them myself, but LP was saying good things about them. They're kind of cartoonish looking, but they had good for the price point. I guess they were like $20. So they had good articulation and movement. Yeah.
Oh, that is cool. I look at like what I have back there in my closet, and the most I could do is one of those extreme sets cardboard things of the fans. I got to get a couple of those, but I cannot put fans in that closet.
Yeah,
it's not gonna work. You'll get one to run in the ring, like a run in. They get run in and get beat up. Like
exactly. I mean, even the cardboard ones. That's 6. That's actually 3 by 6.
It's so big. Yeah.
I have 2 of those arena displays.
Yeah.
And I have one in my man cave already set up, and it wraps around my 4-foot table.
Oh, that's it.
I had to bend
it. So that's not your man cave?
This is my office.
You have an office and a man cave, man. You live in large.
No, this is where I work. I work from home. So this is. I ended up getting these shelves built because I was running out of space upstairs. So and my wife.
Yeah, this is my office as well. Thankfully, it's not my bedroom. That'd be very. But hey, it happened.
Yeah.
I do have the floor mats from Extreme Sets under the rings, and it's perfect because they're very sturdy cardboard, right?
Yeah. Have a good show. LP.
Yeah, highly posable. Yeah, no, they're great. I think they're Extreme Set. I gotta get more stuff, but yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I have a few Extreme Sets sitting around in my closet. I think there's like 7 or 8 of them, but the arena displays are just too damn big. 6 foot by 3 feet. That's just too much. I wish they made like smaller, compact ones, which is
like 1 by 2 or something.
Yeah,
like 2
exactly.
by 2 or
something
1
you
by
just
2,
slide into the background. Like even here, like if you get close enough, you'll see Extreme Sets in the background of these, and this just it's just flat and right on the wall, so it just kind of blends in. It's nice. It gives a little character, I should say, the shelf. Yeah. So let's talk about how did you start getting collecting? What got you into collecting? What inspired
as an adult, as a kid?
As an adult, like I'm assuming you became a serious collector, or did you ever leave the hobby like as a kid and then left and came back?
I want to say, it's really the Watchmen comic changed a lot of things for me.
Okay.
I was like, I want to say I was out of toys and comics for a long time. And I don't know for sure 100%. I'm sure I might have picked up a random thing like at a convention or whatever, or like not even a convention. I'm thinking about my time in Boston. And the Watchmen book, like the Watchmen movie, was like a whole marketing rollout for DC and the Watchmen. And I was like, what is the Watchmen? Just like their slogan. And I didn't read it as a kid. I was too young, and it was an adult book, right? Yep. So I went to like Borders. They're not even around anymore. They're bankrupt, right? So I just like left work. There was a Borders at a mall next door, and I picked up the Watchmen. And it was the worst thing that ever happened to me because I got hooked on graphic novels. And that shit, you think toys are expensive. Books are very, like, I would just now go to this Borders, and they have coupons to reel you in. You're getting like 20%. You're saving $5, but you're spending 100. And I was just buying books. And then eventually I was like, I want to read this every week. I don't want to just buy a big like trade hardcover. So I started going to comic book shops. You know, like, I didn't even know, like, I hadn't gone to a comic book shop since I was, say, 13. And then in my 30s, like that whole 20s, like teens and 20s, I didn't go to comic book shops. Maybe you are once a year or something, right? I was a gamer, mostly a gamer. You know, I'm always into wrestling, sports, that never changed. But I was always a gamer. I still play a little bit, and we'll get into gaming if we have time. But just the Watchmen book and that movie, I started going to comic book shops all the time. And then what do you know? Like, you're there chopping it up with the dude in there and about the new Green Arrow or the new Captain America. And then you're like, oh, toys. I used to collect these. And then, man, forget it, right? So look over, and then they had those DC. What are the DC ones that were like, I want to say 15 years ago, 16, 17 years ago, the DC ones that were 3 3/4.
Oh, no idea.
Like, I don't know if I don't want to say Superpowers, Super Friends, because that feels too 80s. You know, like McFarlane's doing those now. Yeah. They were not like that, but they were like kind of like, you know, Marvel Universe 3 3/4. You know, like the one they made at the beginning of Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends took over the 3 3/4. They went to 112 from 118.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know.
I was collecting Marvel Universe, so I started collecting Marvel Universe like crazy. You remember those with the card back with the comic book art on it?
No, because I wasn't collecting at that time. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So I would say, yeah, I mean, this is like 16, 17, 18 years ago now. Because I mean, I've been in Cali for 15, and I was still in Massachusetts. So I started collecting Marvel Universe a few years before leaving for Cali. And then, of course, I didn't know about scale and all that. You know, as a kid, we had Toy Biz, and that was pretty much almost 1/6 scale, right? It was a little smaller, I think. Okay. But yeah, I got into 3 3/4, and then I saw the bigger ones. I'm like, what am I doing? I think I ended up selling them, but like for nothing, you know? So I want to say I got into toys with Marvel Universe, and then I'd occasionally grab like a Dark Knight. You know, like the first, the second movie, not Batman Begins, but Dark Knight. Who was doing the Dark Knight stuff? Was that Kenner? Kenner was when we were kids. See, I don't remember. This is like, I was not like you know, like now I can tell you everything about classified. Like I was just buying them because I would see them at Toys R Us and like put them on the shelf. I wasn't like posing them. I wasn't in the forums. I was the most casual of toy collectors, right? In like my, 30s or whatever. So, or late 20s, I should say. Okay. Or early 30s. I was not like this, but I'm saying that was still me like recollecting from when I was a kid. You know what I mean? But as far as hardcore, what led to a toy kind of mood, we'll jump right to COVID. And G.I. Joe Classified 00 Snake Eyes. That was it. That was honestly like, I didn't start my channel that day or anything like that, but like started it months later. 00, I had to buy it on eBay. It sold out fast. It was a $40 thing. I paid $140 for it. Okay. And because we had that stimulus money, so we were throwing that shit around like it was fucking nothing.
A lot of people were buying during COVID and selling too. Actually, a lot of people were selling.
Right. Oh, I ended up flipping like crazy because there's nothing to do but go to Target, be there at 6 a.m. and then buy the whole
Yeah.
case.
Oh,
You know,
dude,
now it's
I
a terrible
bought
thing to
so
do,
many
but-
Mezcos during COVID. It was insane. Like, and it was
Wow.
the price. It was also the prices, right? Like, I bought. I remember like the Netflix Daredevil and the Netflix Punisher Mezcos for like $60 each.
Same
Was
on
that was
BBTS.
no. I bought it on Macari,
Oh, nice.
and I was like, that's like a steal price.
It is.
So and like this
And
is
now
like
we're getting them in Marvel
yeah,
Legends again, Born Again,
yeah,
and those look pretty good. But for
yeah, they
25
don't.
bucks each.
Yeah, exactly. But I
But
mean,
they're
again,
not Mezco. Yeah.
it's a Mezco, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different. Yeah, but
No,
I
no,
mean,
those are not getting rid of. I don't know if I'll get rid of those. Like, because I don't. If I had a ton of Marvel stuff for Mezco, I would get rid of it. I only have those two and
Mm.
Spider-Man 2099. I think. I think for
Okay.
Marvel, that's all I got. I might as well just keep them. I mean, they don't take
I
up that.
I probably have about like 7 to 10 Marvel left.
Okay,
But
and you're unloading it. You're just keeping the DC stuff.
well, I like I have some Spider-Man I like, so I like my Spider-Man ones I have from Mezco, so I'm keeping those.
I
Then
think Carb King is nailed it. I think it was Mattel. It was Mattel,
oh,
which actually wraps me to my comment I was gonna make. Do you worry? Like, should we be worried buying Mezco for $116 for a Nightwing when Mattel has the license? Shit's not gonna be 116, and they could crush it for like $30.
I mean, again,
$35.
I think Mezco is like you're getting a premium figure. It's something you don't play with on a daily versus like kind of posed up and nicely
Right.
displayed somewhere. I think that's really what the difference is. It's like a miniature hot toy, is what I really call them, like Mezcos.
Did you like the reason I got into Mezco though is because they were just so much better than the alternative, which is McFarlane. But I don't think like the scope between and McFarlane's making some great stuff right now. Like it took 5-6 years, but now that he's lost the license,
Yeah,
his stuff is killed. Like the stuff I saw at the not Hasbro, the McFarlane rooftop thing they had on Wednesday, and I took all those pictures and shit. Man, that stuff I was like, I better just leave because this stuff's good. If it was 1/12 scale, I might have just said fuck it and buy it. But
yeah,
like they're making good stuff. But at the time, I want to say in 2021, Mezco stuff was light years better than what McFarlane was doing all the way around. So, but I don't think the jump between Mattel with all the advancements in articulation, pinless, double elbows, double knees, cloth goods. You got to think about what they're doing with WWE and Masterverse.
but do you think they're
bringing it to DC? It's not. It's look, we're not going to get a 90. God, sorry.
I don't think they're gonna do that though. I don't think they're gonna use the cloth goods that they're doing for wrestling and move it to Mattel or to DC.
Well, at least I don't get Batman a plastic cape on their first entry. No way.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Wait, hold on. You think they're gonna get Batman's gonna have plastic cape, Mattel?
I think it is, yeah.
In 2026? No way.
Mattel has had the license before, and they didn't do.
They did. That was before. Think about. But look, you're a wrestling fan. Think about.
Remember the Penguin. So the Penguin that came out right before they lost the license to McFarlane.
Yeah.
That Penguin from the movie Batman Returns, amazing. The sculpt was awesome. He had a soft goods coat.
Mattel.
Yeah, Mattel did a soft goods coat for him.
But why would they go away from that now?
I don't know. I just think that they're gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do because they said they want to compete with Hasbro with Legends. So let's see what the compete. I mean, what if they do like 7-inch? Then what?
From what I hear, and I don't know, and I won't, and I hear it through the grapevine, so it's from no one from Mattel or anything like that. They want to go along with Marvel Legends. Yeah. It's crazy because they do have a dilemma. Like WWE and Masterverse are 6.5, right?
I would say 7 for WWE. Are they not 7-inch scale?
I would say they're almost between 6.5 and 7. Do you have a McFarlane and a WWE? The problem is WWE are to scale to who they are in real life.
I know
So it
that.
depends on who you grab. Rey Mysterio's tiny, Sergeant Slaughter's big. So
Well, here's Muda and Noob Sabot. They're on the same height.
you could, yeah. McFarlane looks a little taller.
So I always put WWE at 7-inch scale because they would scale well to each other, pose next to each other. That's why they didn't look good next to like Marvel Legends.
Right,
But
but what I'm saying, so here's their dilemma. They have to pick their own toy lines to go along with, which you'd think would make sense. But the majority of people who buy superhero stuff buy the true or American 112. They buy Marvel Legends, I think. Right? Like as far as superhero stuff.
Yeah,
so
I would say Marvel Legends is probably one of the higher popular ones. I mean, it's also more affordable.
As far as year-to-year skew, from what I know from marketing details, McFarlane sells more toys than Marvel Legends because he has more toys in the shelves. Like he rotates, he pumps them out like crazy. Marvel, it takes them a while to get the waves in and out. But as far as longevity, Marvel Legends, we're looking at between the toy biz and now it's 20 years, right? So that's a lot longer than McFarlane's, 5-6 years of DCU. So they have a dilemma. What would you do? You would do the 6.5 to 7, or would you do the Marvel Legends scale if you're going to do DC Mattel?
I mean, it depends what I want to do. Like, what I would do is compete with Hasbro. I would make a line that scales with Marvel Legends.
100%, yes, because if you do 7 scale, you're just getting the same crowd that McFarlane had. Exactly. And some of those people are going to be mad that they left McFarlane. People collect McFarlane because they really like who McFarlane is as an artist, person, or whatever, like a legend, a creator. And you're going to have people like, I already bought all my DC stuff from McFarlane, and it's 7-inch scale. I don't need a 7-inch scale from Mattel. I have 23 7-inch scale Batman from McFarlane. But to do 112, right? Like 112 scale, and it's Batman, that's different than McFarlane. You know what I mean? And like you said, you can put Spider-Man and Hulk and Thor and Captain America next to Superman and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern. So to me, that's the move. But it creates, now you have to create this whole new buck and and all that for Mattel. Because wait, they do 6-inch with Jurassic Hammond collection though, right? Or is are those are 112? Those aren't. Those were
112. Yeah.
So they already know what to do.
I just hope it's better than that.
Yeah.
Because those bucks weren't that great. But I mean, like even like if they made it something like Ultimate Bucks, but just smaller scale, that would be amazing. You have all that articulation, all that movement. That's what you want in a superhero. That type of articulation in the superhero character, right? So using a Ultimate Edition buck in a smaller scale would be amazing. And not only that, but even with the wrestling stuff, they could introduce like characters dressed up as they did at some of the events. Like Rey Mysterio came out as Batman before. He's come out as a like Flash. He's done Rhea Ripley was the Batman Who Laughs. Jury's done a bunch of not Jury.
Well, if they're gonna do WWE and Turtles and WWE and Street Fighter, they're definitely gonna use their own properties. Like they love milking those amalgamations or whatever which is smart. I mean, I think those are great. You know, we all don't like Walmart and Target and all this stuff. But I think those are great exclusives for stores. Like TMNT, WWE, Street Fighter, WWE, they're ridiculous in a good way. They're toys. I think kids should get involved in that. That should be on the shelves or not on the shelves. If the scalpers want to buy them up, cool. It's good money for the company. I think those should be exclusives. Like I don't need to go to BBTS to buy a Street Fighter WWE. Like that's fine. But like I should be able to buy Great Muta and Brian Pillman on BBTS or Entertainment Earth or Mattel Creations. I shouldn't have to like have Joe Scalper buy up all the great Muta, buy up like these are essential characters in WWE, like you know, like or a special CM Punk. Like you want to do spy? I mean, what is it like a Top Gun WWE? You know, whatever. Like any kind of joint venture can be on the big companies like Amazon and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like Top Gun Transformers, Amazon, cool. Like let them have it. Yeah.
But you're saying that you're referring to like retailer waves, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're
So
referring to? Like Walmart has their Monday Night Wars.
Right. So Monday Night War, I get is a program, but then it becomes really if they have been selling out on Mattel Creations, so that's good. But it took them a while. So there's waves I don't have because they were Walmart and then eBay. That's it.
Okay.
I
barely see them. Yeah, I was gonna say my Walmart doesn't get them at all because I've never seen them in my Walmart. I bought this online, the Muda and the Prince Albert, and that's the only reason I have it.
Yeah, they had these at Mattel Creations, and I'll admit, I didn't want to pay the shipping because Mattel Creations is not going to give you free shipping. Like, you know, a Target, you go buy 2 of these, and you.
Yeah.
And thankfully, remember what was it? Right before, about a week. Remember the Psylocke Day? Remember Psylocke Day? Everybody went crazy for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. The day was Breaker, Psylocke, Great Mood of this wave. Like a bunch of shit hit Target that morning. Do you remember
that was just like a couple of weeks ago, yeah.
It was like a week before.
It was like it was a Sunday, right? It was like a Sunday.
It was a Sunday before Comic-Con. Yes.
Yes, I remember.
And I went and didn't see Psylocke because there was other nerds there in the morning for Psylocke Thanos pack. And thankfully I ordered it and it came like 2 days later. But they had 5 of these on the shelves at Target. I was like, wow.
So I was visiting my brother in Virginia at that time. And I went to he had 2 Targets near his house. And I normally have a lot of luck there. It's a small town, not a lot of collectors. So I was like, all right, this is good. It's looking good. I went to that Target first thing in the morning, and nope, they were like, it's in the back somewhere, but we don't know where it is. And I was like, bullshit. Granted, it was. I was one of the lucky ones that I pre-ordered it at Target.com, so I had 2 of them coming already. Nice. So I was fine with it. It was just I was trying to find them for friends, right? They were all looking for it. No one had Muda. I didn't see Muda at all. Wow. But my local Target had a bunch of Muda cases, so I just picked one up. I was like, I'm good with this. And then
you were Walmart, 5. I bought 1. I did buy 5.
Yeah, my Walmart picked up. Walmart finally shipped my Monday Night Wars Muda, the NWO one. So I was happy to have him too.
Did you get the Chase? Because I never got the Chase. I only got the regular one.
Which one is the regular one?
The regular one has NWO face paint, and then the other one is like a mixture. It's from I'm trying to think of the name, but
I mean I have NWO face paint.
Yeah, that's the regular. There's one exactly like that, but it has different face paint. It's a Chase.
Okay. This is the one I wanted, so I'm good.
Yeah, but if you're a Muda guy, you gotta have them all. I mean, if you're a super Muda, you are a Muda guy. I'll say if you're a super nutty Muda guy like myself.
No, I get that. I mean, again, I'm a fan of Muda from his Japan days fighting Jushin Thunder Liger, so they've had some great battles together. And, you know, I kind of wish they made a 7-inch scale Muda or a bigger, like a bulkier one, so I could put him with the Storm Collectibles Jushin Thunder Liger.
Right.
But I'm hoping
those are not true 7-inch. That's 6.5.
Well, I think it's just Storm is also bulky, right? There's a difference.
They are
Storm is 7-inch. It's still, but they're kind of beefy.
You're right. Yeah, Jushin Liger is bigger than Hulk Hogan, so it doesn't
exactly.
work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. But I'm secretly hoping Mattel will make Liger because he is in the Hall of Fame now. So.
Right.
Yeah,
that'd be good. I mean, I do love the Storm collectible versions, but it'd be good to have one in scale. Yeah,
I 100% agree. And the Hustle SM, why isn't it just a great Mezco? What's a miniature Hot Toys exactly, dude? It is Mezco. Mezcos are amazing figures. I just called it a miniature Hot Toys is because you don't want to I don't play with my Mezcos like in hand like this and like mess around with it constantly posing it. I don't do that with Mezcos. I'm very careful I don't want to mess with it, break it.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing that with this because if I break it, it's like okay, $20. A Mezco, it
Yeah,
hurt.
it's not gonna break. Yeah.
Yeah, a Mezco, I would hurt. Like I've broken Mezcos, and it hurts me when I break Mezcos
Oh
to
yeah.
my heart.
If you
My
drop
core.
if you drop a brief, like I dropped a briefcase from Destro, that thing shattered. Like
Oh.
that plastic is, yeah, it's pristine. It's
I've broken
not
a
made.
Batman for Mezco right at the. It was like the double joint was here, and it snapped right there, and I was like,
Oh god.
can't even fix that. So
And they won't give you any money back either. So
exactly, yeah. But it
as
was
a
also
toy company, I'm not a big fan of Mezco, but as far as their products, they're great. They make great products, but I wish they would be a little more personable. But it's very New York. Mezco is very New York. They're basically the supreme of toys. Like
yeah.
you go to their booth and it's a bunch of sneakerhead dudes. Like they don't even know what's in the case. Like I talk to them and they're just like, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, okay, cool. You want to buy this? It's like New York guys. Like I'm from Boston, so I know. It's like, yeah, you want to buy? Oh, we got this for sale, and I'm like trying to have a conversation with them, and they're trying to sell me shit. Like that's true. That's New York. They're just hustling. They're hanging out. They're just like I don't know what their thing is, but like
you
they are
had
not.
you had to talk to Toy Page or D Amazing because they were working that booth too, and they would have been able to talk to you about the figures.
The Amazing blocked me once when I made a joke, so
Oh.
my jokes get me in trouble. As I know, they get me in a lot of trouble with a lot of people.
Gotcha.
So I need to tone down on the jokes, but I don't know. I guess I got to talk to the toy people when I'm there. But I did go over and say, hey, I really appreciate you guys for these exclusives because last year with Casey Jones, it's an essential regular character, right? A prime protagonist character, and it was locked behind a Comic-Con paywall, and I was never able to pre-order it. I was on the the wait list thing.
The wait list, yep.
And it did convert, but I had to go through me almost paying on eBay and Mercari a lot of times until I finally got lucky. But like, what do you think? Like Joker, Shredder, if these were Comic-Con exclusives, like Dark Knight Joker or Animated Joker or Shredder, I mean, that's not right? Or am I alone in that? Or is it like, or they could do what they want to do? Or like, what's your perspective on Comic-Con, something being a Comic-Con exclusive?
I mean, I think I think in my opinion, they release a lot of cool shit with their own Rumble Society stuff.
Right.
If anything, that should be their exclusive because that's their own bread and butter, right? They get more money from that.
And they did that with Dr. Nocturnal.
Yeah, exactly.
But they chose this year to do New 52 Nightwing.
Was that an exclusive, or was this an early release for?
It was a Mezco. Anything that's a Mezco Con exclusive is also a Comic-Con exclusive. So the Rumbler, the three things: the Rumbler.
The Rumbler you couldn't purchase at SDCC.
You couldn't.
Mm-mm.
Also, they didn't have it.
Yeah, they just had it to display. You couldn't buy it.
Okay, so I'm wrong about that. I thought you could buy it there. Okay, I'm wrong about that. But so you could only buy Nightwing, and
it was just the three figures that they had. Because I even asked, "Do you have anything else?" They were like, "No."
They had Rumble Society, the two Rumble Society.
No, it was just one. It was the Nightwing, and they had the 1975 Agent Gomez, and then they had that. It was the True Rumble.
That's what I'm saying. They only
Knock. That was the real exclusive.
But my point is the figure. Well, to me, if you're selling it at the booth and it's not out yet, it's kind of a Comic-Con exclusive in a way. I mean, then again, Ostriker and Slice and Dice aren't Comic-Con exclusives, so I'm wrong about that too, I guess. But they did promote it as Mezco Con, and it is Comic-Con, so it kind of gets weird.
It's just their own promotion.
Right. My point is, Nightwing, it's a repaint. Sure, you can get it before the original one.
Yeah,
but it's a repaint.
It's
not the quintessential Dick Grayson Nightwing. That one is blue and black and blue. So that's perfect. But Casey fucking Jones should not be a. Even Commando Snake Eyes is a good. I was not that mad at it because they already had V2 Snake Eyes, Ninja Snake Eyes, with Timber or whatever. Oh wait, Timber came with Commando.
Commando,
right?
Yeah, I think he came with Commando.
But regardless, it's a different version of Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
So that is like, it's not great, but it's fine. But Casey Jones, like I was worried about Shredder, worried about any of the Jokers. Main characters should not be fucking exclusive. Like, what if movie Superman was their Comic-Con exclusive? Like, that's terrible. That's a main.
I agree.
Like everybody should get their hands on Casey, Joker, Shredder, Superman, like main characters, right?
Well, I think I also think so. I got a chance to meet the man who runs Mezco. I think his name is like Michael, but everyone kept calling him Mez. He was there at Comic-Con, and I got a chance to take a photo with him and chit chat with him for a little bit. I think they love creating FOMO. That's their thing. That's what,
because it's that New York energy, that hype beat.
Yeah,
right? Like I'm a sneakerhead, bro. I got a whole closet full of it. It's hype, like the Jordan shit. That's what they want with this. They want it to be lines of people.
They love that shit because even with the Doc Knock, the exclusive, I think LP was the one chasing it, right? So every morning he was like, I got to be the first in line. I got to go there. And he's like, I think he was like 10th person in line or something. And they were sold out every single day. And he couldn't get one. He was upset about it. And I'm just like, dude, they're creating FOMO. They're trying to make you believe that this thing is selling out at Comic-Con very early so you don't get your chance at it. But then they're going to put it online. Yeah. Just wait. It's going to show up.
But Casey Jones was only a waitlist turnover for very few. That was never up for pre-order again after that.
Really?
Last year, yes.
Okay.
So I was like, I know, long story short, but I was like, thank you. I actually have nothing bad to say. Well, I just said a lot of bad things about Mezco, but like I wasn't that. No, I just think like, and that's their mentality. That's how they handle business.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's hard to respect, but I get it. Like they're in a different place. They have a different mentality, and it's different. Like what do you think of the stuff today with Cold Slither and Hasbro and all that? Like, I don't know.
Whatever. They're trying to do a different angle with Cold Slither. That's how I look at it, and it's fun for people who know about it and they like it and they want it. I couldn't have cared less, but at the same time, though, like I wasn't a G.I. Joe kid. I was a wrestling kid, so that was my upbringing was more wrestling than G.I. Joe's. So,
like you saw today, like the exclusives sold out. A lot of them sold out. We talked about Savage Land 3-pack.
They came back online for like an hour. You said, right? So
yeah, we talked about that. But I'm like, do you think that's creating the FOMO too? Is like having that up for like?
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's a big $1 billion corporation doing that. That's almost.
But that's the strategy with these toy companies nowadays. That's the new
strategy. Yeah.
You build FOMO. Like shit. When I used to sell at conventions and like places, I only got one left, or I only got two left. While like I knew I had like six. So like you just create FOMO. You have to, because you gotta encourage people to buy.
Speaking of wrestling, we're both wrestling guys. There's another side to that. You can listen to the internet. That was, we use the word crying, but not happy with Sergeant Slaughter exclusive, right? We're talking Mattel here, WWE, or No Holds Barred to an extent. And then so the next year, they do Muhammad Ali. There's 1 million of them. Ends up super clearance. They had 1 million of them all weekend. Then, and he's not a wrestler. He's a legendary boxer, but still wrestling. Then the next year they did Shawn Michaels, which was a cool display, but it was kind of thrown together. Like it's not an all-time great exclusive.
Yeah.
And that went at Ollie's. They made too many, or like, so these companies also have to be careful. Like there's the extreme, like it sells out in 30 seconds. And then there's the peg warmer. Like it's almost like one or the other. You can never kind of get like a perfect medium. It's hard,
I think today is very different as well with the economy going, like the big shift in the economy right now. People aren't spending money as they used to, right? Especially right now.
Yeah.
So you're seeing it now, like all these. I think someone was posting pictures of a lot of these AEW waves showing up at Ross for like $3.99. I was like, what the fuck? I bought all those at $20 each. But it makes
Yeah.
you wonder. It's like, should I just wait to hit Ollie's? I mean, with most legends, I started waiting till it hits Ollie's. Honestly
Yeah.
speaking,
We don't
uh,
have an Ollie's. We have a Ross.
uh,
But I live in SoCal, and I swear, and everybody who lives here as a collector will say the same thing. We have the most scalpers and the most geeks in Southern California. We just do.
it
It feels
depends.
that way.
I'm in a very good area of North Carolina, where there's thousands. I don't really hunt often anymore because there's thousands of collectors where I live, and it's no point. There's no point of even hunting because I already know,
North
like,
Kakalaki, huh?
yeah, I already know a bunch of people who already hit my target. That's 5 minutes from my house.
It could just be
they do it
universal.
Yeah. Impossible Pie. Yes, this is live, brother.
Is
It makes
it? I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah. It's live, and make sure to
Live.
tune in for the after show. We're gonna have a giveaway tonight, so
Cool.
definitely tune in. Talib is 14 minutes away. He really wanted to jump. He's one of my co-hosts, and he really wanted to jump in to talk to you as well. So he's like, I'm 14 minutes away. I'll be online.
14 minutes away is when I have to bounce. But I'll stick around and talk to Tali for a little bit.
Yeah. So
For a
he'll
few
stick around for you. Impossible Pie. So if they sell con exclusives online after the show might not make them made to order.
It's not always that easy to do. Made to order has to be a program. You can't just so for instance, one of the great conversations we had this whole convention with everybody in our interviews, right? With whether it was with Lenny and Tony or with Jesse Falcon, the director of merchandising for Marvel and Disney, right? We talked to him about it, and then Bobby in the panel, in the Marvel Legends panel, asked that question at the end. You remember at the end, Bobby was like, and Dwight was like, "See all this gray hair? It's from Haslabs." such a great clip.
Yeah,
Threw it on the beginning. It's on the beginning of Wednesday's show if you missed it. So that's the discussion we want to talk about, because the Snowcat still hasn't funded. I mean, last I looked, it was in 7,500 or ish.
It was around. It was close though. It was close enough.
Let's see. I'll look. Right. I haven't looked. We haven't looked since Wednesday. So
I think
see.
someone shared a screenshot earlier today in one of the groups I'm in, and they said it was in the 7,000s. I thought
It's not even on the front screen anymore. Are they giving up on this thing? Where is it? My goodness.
Well, there was like 12 days left. I thought no.
Oh, I see it. Okay, you got to scroll. It is on the front page. You scroll through. All right, 76. Okay, that's improvement. It was at 74,400.
Yeah.
76. It'll happen because
It's gonna happen.
Stores have to buy their shit at the end in some international, right?
Afflicted. Yes, there will be a members only tonight. We're doing a crew spotlight. I have Toy Rex on.
But look, right? So the Rattler and the Dragonfly fucking scorched through all the tiers in like a week, less than that, right? And then here we are. We got 3 weeks left, maybe less than that. We have till August 14th. What's today? The 1st? So we got 2 weeks left now. Shit.
Do you think was it too expensive, or you think it's the economy right now, or what do you think is affecting it, or is it just something that people didn't want?
It's everything. It's all the reasons. The Snowcat is iconic, but it's not as iconic as a Rattler, Dragonfly, Hiss, and some of the other ones that people are asking. Sometimes people go, this is my list of what they should have done, and then somebody else has their list. Everyone has their list. Nobody's right? There's arguably other vehicles they could have went with. This is what they went with. Now, in hindsight, I think Baldy Locks, when he was in the comment for our channel, and Bobby and KJ, we kind of came to a conclusion that with how good they marketed Cold Slither, like with the concert, which was great.
Did you go
merchandise? What's up?
Did you go to the concert?
Oh yeah. Bobby and I went, and there was a bunch, like the whole Hasbro team was there, and a bunch of other other YouTubers were there.
Nice.
And everybody I talked to was like, that was way better than we ever expected. I listened to that. I listened to their album at the gym, dude, and I was like, that shit snaps, bro. I'm not kidding. They're a real band.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, we thought it was AI, and it's like we were wrong. These were 4 guys that are legit musicians that came together and had played music together, and they took on this gimmick and they crushed it. They made really good music while still being like funny and campy with the 80s, you know?
Yeah.
But regardless, throwing that away, the marketing campaign for Cold Slither was perfect.
Yeah.
And you think you have this Haslab, like looking back, it's hard to look back because they have to come up with this stuff like a year, 2 years in advance.
Mhm.
Right? Cold Slither could have came together much quicker. It's 4 figures, a bit like a Haslab had to have taken longer to come up
build.
with.
And, yeah.
But
Stu-
go ahead.
I was going to say, Stu for lunch with a 3-month member chat. Thank you very much. He said, does Moody collect Mythic Legions or Mafex figs?
No.
You don't do Mafex either? Like import?
Mafex.
Mafex.
I have a couple. I have the Hush Batman and
Okay.
yeah, I have like another Superman. And
Okay.
yeah, no, I think I bought them on like, you know, FOMO, like community talking about it, like these are sick. And I was like, yeah, they're sick. And then no, I just think I'm good with Legends, you know.
Yeah.
I get like I don't go too into the weeds on Legends, and I cherry pick Legends. I don't buy every Legend, so I kind of can get what I need. Mythic Legions it's like Rumble Society. If I'm jealous of people who only collect Mythic Legions. I'm jealous of people who only collect Rumble Society like Fabster used to do. Now Fabster, shout out to Fabio, he got rid of, speaking of rock stars, that dude's a real rock star. He's getting rid of his Mezco collection and jumping in, he's full throttle into Mythic like now. Like he just got all the stuff that just came out. So people that just collect that stuff, I'm jealous of. It looks so cool to just have like my shit. It's like wrestling and fucking G.I. Joe and Marvel. Like
I shifted from that mindset from collecting one line and everything from that line to collecting a little bit of everything. When I first started collecting, it was all just one line and that was it.
Yeah.
It took me a while to shift.
But it's weird. So I would say as just a collector or like a non-YouTube person, right? Take me out of YouTube. If I were to just collect like WWE or just collect G.I. Joe, I mean, I would have way more money in the bank. I'd be a happier person. Like seriously. But as a YouTuber, right? As a content creator, as a YouTuber we decided to cover all toys, so fuck us. So every Wednesday, we got to talk about all toys. I can't buy all toys, but the fact that I do collect Legends, do collect wrestling, do collect G.I. Joe, do collect Mezco, it helps me be a better, you know, more informed YouTuber or whatever that even means. Like an angry broke person is basically, it made me a better angry broke person is what all this toy stuff is.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, dude. I mean, again, you could ask Toyamic Displays. He's like, I've been shifted several times. Every time he sold figures, I was buying. And I sold to Toyamic a lot. Like, I used to do only Star Wars, Hasbro. And
same. Black Series was all I collected for like years.
And then I was like, it's time for it to go. I want to collect other stuff. And then I started with wrestling, though. That's what really started my collecting habits, was wrestling. And my entire, like, I lived in DC at the time, but I had my entire man cave in my basement was all wrestling.
Yep.
CM Punk, yes, nice.
Oh yeah, that's the one that I just opened this up before today.
Oh,
look at that shit. And that I usually don't like shouting faces. This one has his tongue pierce. That shit's cool, sick. Right? This is the ECW.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the ECW version. It looks like it.
Yep.
They did a good job with the eyes too.
What up?
They did a good job with the eyes.
Yeah, I think this is sick. Yeah, they killed it. They killed it on that. I'm probably gonna be blurry now.
See, I'm not a huge fan of CM Punk. I said it.
I know. People hate him or love him.
Yeah. He's just a drama queen.
Yeah. No, I mean, I took pictures of the booth. I talked to Jeremy, right? Over at Mythic Legions. Was Mafex even at Comic-Con?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
see
so.
them. I mean, they're an
But like,
import company, right? So
yeah, but Tamashi Bandai's there, right? And
yeah, that's true. I guess the Tamashi was
I
there.
took a bunch of pictures of it. What's up?
In art was there like an off-site location.
I saw your video. I meant to mention that. I watched your video before this afternoon. You're like, because that was one of the things that I wanted to go to, and I saw your little tour. What do you think of the Superman that they had? And that was that 1/6 scale though?
Which one? The Man of Steel, the
Current movie Superman.
current one? That was 1/6. Yeah.
1/6 though. They don't have a 1/12 like
No.
Mezco just released.
No. That was
If
a
they
one.
do a yeah, because we got this guy. You have this guy. You know what I'm pulling up.
That's in art. Yeah. So funny enough, what they did at the event, they just took a bunch of his this Batman. There was
Yeah.
like 5 boxes. They're like, hey, we put 5 Batman boxes on these tables. Go play with them. Go open them up and play. They're like,
Oh, that's
just
crazy.
don't steal anything. That's all
No,
they said. Don't steal anything,
fun.
please.
I had a
That
big
was-
problem with this cape. This cape
Oh, dude,
doesn't
you have
stay.
to. The way I did it when I was at the event, I had to. I ended up laying the figure down on the cape and then like using both my fingers to push it down and put the magnet chest piece on.
Mm.
It was a pain in the ass,
Yeah.
but I got it to work.
Okay, well, I'm less patient than you because, yeah. Oh, look at that! I got it in first try.
There you go.
Crazy. We made waves tonight on
But
your Fight Club
it
tonight.
was
Baby.
the 1/12 scale stuff that they're doing is insane.
Is that all they had though there, or did they have any 1/12?
They showed they showed the 1/12 the Sun
There we go.
Wukong stuff, all the
Look at
Sun
that.
Wukong.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it, baby.
And that Christian Bale head that came with that figure is insane.
Crazy good.
It's so good.
There
And
goes all my shit. Yeah.
there's Superman, Man of Steel, Superman, and then the Batfleck looks awesome too. And the
And those
Deathstroke
are
amazing.
Those are 1/12
Those are 1/12, yeah.
and Sun Wukong. Got you.
Yeah, all that Sun Wukong stuff they're doing is 1/12, and then they had Michael Jackson and what's the
Yeah.
two-
I saw that from your video.
yeah, they had Michael Jackson and that one dude with the bat from The Walking Dead.
Were they
that
doing interviews like in art?
They were walking around mostly, but I mean they were chit chatting with you. But they would have, I'm sure, if you asked them to.
Mm-hmm. Did you
Yeah.
do any interviews at Comic-Con?
No, I'm not fancy like that. I was more nervous to talk to companies, to be honest with you. At that, like at
lot
a
of people-
Hasbro or in art.
Well, Hasbro, you had to sign up ahead of
yeah.
time, and their PR is very strict. We almost didn't get ours, but
And
it worked
also-
out in the end.
I also didn't have a press pass, right? So my name was Robin for the weekend. So
Oh yeah, a lot of times they don't look. I don't think they ever looked at my badge, and it's my name and everything. But like,
yeah,
yeah, I know. But as a first-time Congoer, it makes sense for you to like be very wary of things and not know exactly. Like you
Yeah.
did the right thing. You just went to meet people, have a good time, network, and all that. I'm always just curious if that changes for people as time goes on, because this was like my 12th convention,
like
Comic-Con
Comic-Con?
San Diego.
Wow.
Yeah, because I started going as a freelance writer.
Okay.
So before I did YouTube and toys, I was a comic book reviewer, and I did interviews for geek stuff, like geek movies, geek TV, whatever, right? So like geek culture.
Okay.
That was and I would go to, so I've always been a hustler at Comic-Con. Like some people were like, did you even have any fun? I see all the content you did and you hustle. It's like, dude, I didn't sleep. I had fun. Like I went out and networked and stuff, but I've been doing this for a long time. You know what I mean? Like getting work done there is fine for me because it's 5 days, 4.5 days. You can get a lot done in 4.5 days there. And you can get nothing done too at the same time.
No, that's very true. I mean, honestly, again, this was my first time going, and I wanted to feel it out. I mean, honestly, like it was like I was walking around Disney World. I walked a lot. It was insane. I didn't expect to walk this much, and I didn't expect it to be this chaotic either, as it was. Because I think it was Thursday is when they put you in a line that made you go upstairs. across the entire upstairs and back downstairs to go into the exhibition hall. I was
Wow.
like, "F that." I showed up late on purpose. On Friday and Saturday, I showed up at 9:30 or 10 o'clock, and I walked right in. There was no
That's how you
line.
do it.
Yeah,
You
no
go
line,
when the
nothing.
doors are already open. You don't go before.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that, right? So Thursday I learned, and Friday and Saturday I decided to go in late. So it worked out well in that situation.
And I have to thank you, good sir, because I don't know if I can enjoy the Marvel Legends panel without you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. No, seriously, because running into you, like, and it's crazy because, I'm friends with people who work for Disney and they
Mhm.
can't even get me in. Like, that's how strict. You got to think about it. Like, those panels are run by Comic-Con. They're not run by anybody else. Like,
Yeah.
Comic-Con runs those panels. Like, there's been celebrities who were in panels who didn't get in their own panel, and they got, remember the Reese Evans, I'm saying his name wrong, but the lizard actor from Spider-Man, he got into a fight with security and he slammed a woman down.
Seriously,
Yeah,
what was
he was,
this?
yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man, right? Andrew Garfield. He was
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that, right?
Yeah, he was.
He went to Hall H, like the side door or something, and like
They were telling
a woman,
go from the front.
he's like, "You gotta get in line." He's like, "I'm in the fucking panel. What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Do you have a badge?" He's like, I'm at." He didn't know any better, probably, right? He didn't.
Yeah.
He's just an actor that never been to Comic-Con, and he's like, "Can ask anybody. I'm in the panel. I'm one of the actors in the movie." They're like, "Sir, sir, sir." People don't know unless
Yeah.
unless you're Tom Cruise or like John Cena or something. They're like, "Sir, you got to go around." And he pushed through her, and like it was big controversy. It was
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I mean, but at the
No.
same time, though,
Yeah.
like these people who are working or volunteering for Comic-Con to do all this crap and work, they need to be educated though, because the fucking Hasbro line was a pain in the ass.
Wait, which
Just-
one? Oh, you mean the booth line
The booth, yeah, just to
for
buy
the merch?
Yeah,
For the merch.
just to buy buy the figures, because they kept. I was finally in line, and then a lady was like, "Do you have the QR code?" I was like, "What QR code?" She was like, "You need a QR code in order to buy stuff." I was like, "Well, when the fuck was that announced? How do I get the QR code?" She's like, "Oh, that was months ago." I was like, "Well, no," and then she's like, "Then you can't buy anything," and then she told me to leave. And then I went to someone else, and they're like, "There's no QR code." And I was like, "Well, you need to start training your people," because she was saying like, end of line right here, and she told me to leave because I didn't have a QR code. And then eventually,
Hasbro was just first come first serve. There was no the QR code was if you did the lottery, which
Yeah.
was for Mattel, Jazzwares, like a bunch of Bandai, Funko, right? You had to have a lottery slot
Mhm.
until like the end of the day or Sunday or whatever. Then
Well,
they just kind
I
of
ended up buying my John Cena figure from Mattel on Friday.
nice.
He just told me to come at 1:30. I was like, "Well, I don't have a QR code." He's like, "Just come at 1:00, 1:30." I was like, "All right." I came in later, and I was like, I walked right in. There was no line. I was like, "Hey, can I get a John Cena?" They're like, "Yeah, of course." I was like, "All right, great."
It's amazing. Yeah, and that thing. Imagine like a few days before that, people were buying it for $200 on eBay. We literally could just walk into
It's crazy.
line, buy it 50. Can I take a 10-1 break? You know what that is?
No. It's just
10-1 on movie sets in the military means I got to pee and I'll come right back.
Of course.
Cool. All
Of
right.
course. Well, the chat, how are you guys doing? I was thinking about opening this later on. I was thinking about doing a video on it. It looks interesting, Magic the Gathering. I figured I could do like an opening live. Someone told me not to open this and just sell it, and I was like, yeah, but there's still fun in that. It comes with like 2 little decks. I think it's like 20 cards each, maybe 40, maybe 50. I don't know. But we'll see if I decide to do that or not. And then, it's funny. While he's out, I'm going to show you my other pickups. I'm going to move him to the side. So, thanks to Talib over here, I've been picking up a lot of YOLO Park, the Transformer stuff. It's not like blocky. This is like a very easy model kit, and I've been collecting a lot of the Beast Wars stuff, so this is fun. So I'd love to add this to the list. And Afflicted, I am not a Magic man. They, with every Hasbro purchase at Comic Con, they gave you a deck of cards for free. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take it. I also got Scourge. He's, I guess, the villain from the Beast, Rise of the Beast. It'll be cool to add to the collection as well. And then, of course, I showed you the Fireman right here. Let's see. We got Prince Albert, the wrestling guy.
That's a good one. That was my favorite of that wave.
Yeah, that and the Muda. Those are the two I picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring myself back down. I figured I'll just show off the stuff I got. And dude, Poi, I might do a video on these Magic cards. You got one too, then I'm assuming, Moody, right?
Yeah, from the Hasbro.
The Hasbro booth. Oh, they gave you at the breakfast?
The breakfast it came. They gave us like a bag and it had a pack of that. I just gave it to my roommate because he's into that.
Okay, got you. I mean, I'm not into it. I just wanted to see what they look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was begging me to buy all the Magic. He's like, "You buy Marvel Legends, buy all the Magic figures, and give me the packs." I'm like, I'm not spending 160 bucks on those damn things.
I mean, the funny thing is, like, when I was at the Hasbro line, some guy he gave me cash to buy him like Magic the Gathering set or whatever, because it was you only allowed to buy one. So he was like, "Hey, can you buy me one too?" And I was like, "Yeah, just give me cash." And he gave me the cash for it right away. So I was like, "All right." And he just waited for me. Yeah, I mean, I get it. He's probably flipping it right now for like 6 times the money.
Yeah. But
That's
the hustle at Comic-Con. I mean, like, nobody from Hasbro gave me the Ostraker, and I didn't get in line. I saw people in line and was like, "Hey, you're shopping. Can you get me an Ostraker? I'll like help you out." And I had to I have no shame being like, I had to throw out some extra money to their way because they waited in line for how many hours, right? The least I can do is pay them extra so I don't have to do it because I have other work to do when I'm there, and other things to do. It's worth it for me to give someone an extra, whatever, 20, 50 bucks so I don't have to wait in line because I have to take pictures. I have to interview people. I have to, I have priorities to do. Do you know Toy News International? TNI?
Mm-hmm.
I took a lot of their pictures. So did MCU Collector. We both did a lot of not every single picture from Comic-Con, but I think between us, we got probably 80-90% of the pictures on that blog were from us. So we were there on assignment working freelance. So like, I can't wait in line for a toy for 3 hours when I have to like get stuff done for somebody who's paying me to do their job, to do a job.
Like it took me 25 minutes once I was finally accepted in the line from the end of the line to get to the Hasbro and buy my stuff. It was like 20 minutes. That
was on what day?
Thursday or Friday, one of those 2 days.
That's not bad. Honestly, 25 minutes is not bad, but I feel like
getting into the line was the pain in the ass. Just getting in.
To get into the line.
Yeah.
So wait, once you got in the line, it was 25 minutes.
Yeah, about 20 to 25 minutes.
But to get before that was probably an hour or 2 hours. Right?
They kept telling me to come back. And then finally I got so fed up with them. I was like, I'm gonna stand here right next to you and I'm volunteering now. And I started telling people to move along. Because they kept shouting move along to everyone. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna sit next to you and be like, hey, move along. Keep going. And then he looked at me, he was like, dude, you gotta walk too. And then a lady who was kind of running the line, she was like, listen, I've heard your complaint. I'll make sure you're in the you're gonna get in line today. I'll make sure of it. Just stay nearby. Cool. I was like, I'm not leaving. I'm staying right here. I'm not going.
Comic-Con is already stressful enough. I was like, all right. Yeah, I just talked to someone in line. I was like, what do you want? Okay, cool. So
yeah. It was overwhelming. It was overwhelming, to be honest. My initial walk-in on Wednesday, I was like, this is a lot of people. And then my Thursday was even worse because like I had to go upstairs and do that whole weight of shame situation. That was a lot worse.
So preview night used to literally be a preview night. I don't know if it's ever been just media, but it was they sold so few tickets on Wednesday The
really?
only 5-day badges were like press and pros and exhibitors, and then they sold a limited amount of tickets to the public for Wednesday.
Oh.
Then they got greedy. And allowed almost everybody gets preview night. Like at least half the people.
Well, you have to
Can't
buy
move.
the ticket. You have to buy a ticket for it, right? So
You have to buy the preview night ticket, but they would have them limited. But now it's shoulder to shoulder at this convention. It was Wednesday night used to be the best night. There'd be no one there.
yeah.
I'm saying like it would be pro and press and exhibitors. It would still be long lines for exclusives, but that convention was shoulder to shoulder the entire weekend, Wednesday through Sunday. Didn't matter what time, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. It was shoulder to shoulder the whole time.
I know, and it was horrible. Like there was times where I had to like leave the building just to take a break from people. Like just be away from all right, I have like a good 5 feet for myself. This is nice. Like I could stretch out.
I wonder if I didn't, and knock on wood, I wonder if I didn't get COVID from there, and people have been getting COVID and telling me because I went to panels. I spent a lot of time in panels. I also left the convention early to go back to the hotel to get work done. Where if I was just on the floor the whole time, I probably would have improved my chances,
Yeah, so I got sick on Sunday when I was flying home. I didn't go to Comic-Con on Sunday. I decided to skip it. I was like, listen, my flight's at like 1 o'clock or around 12 o'clock. So I was like, I'm just going to go straight to the airport. And that's what I did. But I woke up Sunday morning. My throat was in pain. I was feeling it. And then I had a stuff. Even now, you could probably hear it in my nose, like in my face when I'm talking. Like I was sick, but like I never got a fever. But I was coughing, snot, all that good crap.
But you didn't end up with COVID. You just had like a cold.
I honestly, I didn't check myself. I just told my wife it's probably COVID, to be honest with you. But like, I'm not going in there. I work from home. The only people I have to worry about.
Anyway,
I was like, I work from home, so I don't leave my house. The only people I have to worry about is my family, like my kids. And I was like, I just won't be in their face, obviously, right? So, and they were fine. I mean, I think my wife actually just told me today that her throat's hurting, and I was like, great. Well, I got you sick, and the best part is I don't think I could get sick again. So yay, I'm good for 3 months. If it is, it probably is COVID. I mean, it is what it is.
Probably. I want to say shout out to a couple of people in the chat. Yeah, Maxim, you timed it perfectly. Yeah, Maxim, that was nice of you. Thank you so much. You can always watch a replay, right?
No, Max is. Remember I told you one of the co-hosts is taking care of his wife. He's my other co-host.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well, I appreciate that. He was looking forward to it. So that means a lot. And Afflicted Studios had nice things to say too. So earlier.
Yeah, he did. Afflicted is a good dude.
Yeah, appreciate that too. I got about 5 left just because I gotta get ready for my work tomorrow. But
no worries. I know Talib was trying to make it, and I'll try to stall as much as possible for him. But let me ask you this about a Toy Kind of Mood. I guess you started talking about. So one of the things I love about your show is the number of people you have on. You said you had about 6 people on the show.
Well, yeah, I would say we got like what we call the OGs.
Okay.
And so that's Bobby and KJ, and then it extends past that. We've had older OGs. Shout out to Vlad, Story, K-Wish, Ronnie LaCure. These are the people that have always helped with a Toy Kind of Mood and always helped get it to where it was. And then we kind of trimmed it. We had a focus, and everybody on the channel has their own YouTube channel. Some people are more active on their channels than others. Like every week, Baldy and the other guys do Circle of Jerks as well on Tuesdays. So they have they have a different style. It's more of a podcast, where I think ours can turn into one. Certainly did on Wednesday, but it's more like a TV show. Like, hey, we're gonna go through all the slides and presentation, and it's kind of like we go through it quick. Where like Circle of Jerks is amazing because they have fun, and they might have slides, but they kind of goof off and go into different topics and directions than we would. Mm-hmm. So it's a different vibe. So we have 6 people or whatever. I mean, but I would say for a while, a Toy Kind of Mood was just kind of a group thing. But I think over time,
how did it start? Was it just you at the beginning, and then you brought in people?
Oh yeah, it was Ronnie, Ronnie LaCure and me and myself, and then Bobby joined probably like episode 2 or 3. You'd have to go back and look, but it was just us just getting a bunch of like-minded people during COVID in a chat room and being like, let's talk about toys and then what's going on. And a lot of it was all the Target Cobra Island stuff.
Okay.
You know, like stuff that was hard to get. You know, the GI Joes were hard to get, and I think there was controversy on that, and so we would talk about it. And then we were like, why don't we talk about it as like a video thing? We did it on Zoom before StreamYard. We did it on Zoom when we did it pre-recorded on Zoom, and then people would leave comments or not watch at all. You know, we didn't do StreamYard, I want to say, until God, maybe even 3. I have to look, but like 3.5 years ago, maybe 3, maybe 4, I don't know. And then StreamYard is when we started to take it more serious with the presentation and live shows. And then the next stage was, I don't know now, maybe 2-3 years ago. So yeah, 4 years ago was probably StreamYard, and 3 years ago was when I started doing reviews and videos. Because the only videos I had before that were like me talking to the audience, opening up a toy, right? Like, hey, welcome to A Toy Kind of Mood. Today I'm going to review CM Punk, and then people in the chat were talking. You hear all the plastic and all that. Like, it was unboxings, like live unboxings. And then I think my roommate, who's an influencer himself, taught me some editing, or like showed me an editing app, and I taught myself and got into. I don't think I'm a great editor, but I got into making content, and it's been fun. And so in between the live shows, I made content, and then it just that's when, you know, all these other amazing people were part of the team. Tony Sfigs, found him in the Joe community. We became good friends. Dave Speck's a friend here in LA, and then he was like a fan of the show, and I was like, oh, people would come and go, you know, and I was like, oh, why don't you hop on? He's really found himself as a great YouTuber. I mean, he was the first person to review the Rattler and the Dragonfly, and he did amazing videos with those. And then Baldy was like, man, what luck to get him. I always think he's the best, like at reviewing, because he's creative. He's not like, you know, because it's always a race to be first and all this stuff. And we all play the game, but Baldy was like, I'm just going to come up with something that you guys don't. And, you know, and that really pushed me to be creative, or like, you know, or like, instead of just making videos to be first, it was more like funny jokes or fun editing or fun, like, you know, and I can never be on the level of a lot of people, especially Baldy, but it's really pushed me to do more content for the channel, you know?
Yeah. I've always liked the large,
family. Go ahead.
And I was saying, I always like you have, even when you're not on, a show is going on, right? On the nights that you're supposed to do. And I love that concept. I thought that was a very good idea and very unique idea.
Yeah.
Like it isn't, it's A Toy Kind of Mood is Travis Moody, but at the same time, it's not. It's the group, right? So
we always, KJ and I, being big hip hop fans, we always related that to Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, you know, they always say chop the head off one other, you know, and then another sword will come up. So it's kind of like, all right, the Riz is the main producer and rapper. If he's not around, you still have Raekwon, Old Dirty Bastard, and Ghostface Killer, right? So we looked at it like Wu-Tang, like extended Wu-Tang. But, you know, people grow, people get busy, people want to do their own things. You know that? You know that just like I do. Like, it gets tough, because at the end of the day, this is my channel, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, and it gets weird with like business and monetization, and you know, there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on with it, because all I want to do is fucking talk toys with my friends. Yeah. But you also, you see, you know, if you're spending a lot of time, our show on Wednesday took me 2 days to prep. I'm not kidding you. Like literally woke up, went to the gym and made food and showered. But besides that, I was on the couch with TV, like I said, doing slides, prep. Wow. Like going through all the Comic-Con photos, editing them, making sure the presentation. A lot of people don't do that. They just go live, right? If they do a similar show like mine, they go live and they look pictures up online. And I'm like, wow, must be nice to have an audience, because they're going to watch no matter what, because this looks terrible. but they worked so hard for many years to get this audience that is there for them. And I feel like we do have an audience like that, but at the same time, I want to be good. I want everything to
you
look
want the
good.
presentation to be there, right? So
I want it to be professional.
Yeah.
We'll still have our crazy Bobby and I on Wednesday went at it about the whole Haslab situation and the marketing, and it came together wonderfully, but we went off the rails for like 30 minutes. That was not part of the script, but it's still you don't know. You got to go with what flows sometimes, and I was like, hold on, we're not moving on from this. We're going to talk about it and know it's going to go for 20, 30 minutes. But that's the beauty of what we do. It's live and you don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
As much time and prep I put into it, if it spurns or shoots into another thing, that's even better. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's how it should be, because it's a spontaneous outburst, right? And now you're unscripted at that point, right? You're just having a normal conversation. The only reason I brought that up is because, like, I honestly, like, that's what, when I saw that, that you've kind of made it what you've done with A Toy Kind of Mood, I immediately was like, dude, I need to influence this into Figure Fight Club. So that was really the goal. Like, I don't have to be on every show. So, like, I'm going to introduce this guy right here. Talib's been waiting in the background for a little bit. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on?
But
not much.
We launched a third show. We were doing open mic night on Tuesdays, and our Friday it was like our other Friday night show, and then Monday we launched a Transformer show that I'm not on screen at all. I'm in the backstage, but Talib runs it. That's his show, but it's on Figure Fight Club, and he has his own channel. Yeah,
and just like you mentioned, the whole slideshow thing. It takes me a couple days just to get that prepped and ready to go, because I want it to look good.
Yeah,
I want it to look good. That's it. And it doesn't matter, like, because honestly, we could just go in the web browser on Hasbro site and TW 2005, all that stuff, right?
Yep.
TF 2005. We could do that. We could Toy Arc, but it means a lot that I produced it. You know what I mean? Like, I was proud that all the images from Wednesday's show were from myself and Bobby. And if I didn't, I figure. I'm sorry. Like earlier, he was in the chat. He gave us a shout. I'm losing my mind.
Max.
You said who? LP.
Figure Insider. Sorry.
The figure.
We used one of his images, and I put his thumbnail there. You know what I mean? Like, we used another. It was like his tank images. They already had a thumbnail. So, like, I took pride in that. These were the images that we got from the convention, and Bobby did. And then the same thing with our show this coming Wednesday. It took me forever to go through all these 500 pictures, right? Because it's Comic-Con, but like, it's self-pride. If 30 people watch it and I put 2 days of work, oh well, it is what it is. But I know I tried my best. I didn't just show up and go live and use a web browser.
You didn't use someone else's photos. You used your photos.
Yeah, but it's not just the photos. Even if I get them from His Tank and Toy Arc and all these common Toy News International, I still have to put the presentation together. And I think the presentation looks way better and it's more organized than, hey, let's look online for this while people are waiting for 5 minutes, like watching you do that. That's just me. The OGs don't care about that. They don't have to. And I wish I was them, but I like having a nice, clean show.
I agree with that.
Right, and hopefully the people watching can relate to that or see that. That's what you're doing.
Talib, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No.
For Mr. Travis Moody?
No, I feel bad. I'm late.
Well, we're
making them stay.
I'm trying to stall as much as I can.
I can hang around for a couple minutes. I do got to prep for but I'll hang around for a couple minutes.
No, that's good. I'm mainly I wanted to come in just to kind of introduce myself. I've been in the chat sometimes, but it's always cool running into guys that do the same thing you do. It's all talking about the same stuff that you talk about. So I mean, the main thing was just introduction and meet basically.
That's what's up. Yeah.
And I didn't hear most of the conversation, so it might be stuff that'll get rehashed anyway. So
no, it's all good.
Yeah.
What do we got?
So I did have someone who's new. What advice would you give them on starting a YouTube channel? from what you
Don't.
know today.
Don't ever do it. No, seriously.
But why?
It's there's too many.
It's too many.
It's
I mean, that's good.
oversaturated. That
You're not lying
includes
about
me. I'm part of that. I'm not special. I'm 7,700 followers. That's not like I have friends that have 70,000 and they think they're nothing. So imagine that. I literally have friends who I saw at Comic-Con. They have 70,000 views and they think they're nothing. Not as a person, but like in the realm of shit. They have 70,000. I have fucking 7,700. I'm trying to be somebody or proud to. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. No, seriously. And I get it because you have to give your wife a reason why you're buying all these toys. Not you personally. I'm saying in general. No, people in general like have to know because you're like, but babe, I have a live stream. Okay, it's Uncle Tony that's watching and his kid, but like, you know,
I mean, I
it's a lot of
get
work.
it is a lot of work. It is.
And that's the thing. That's why I don't do it. It's not because it's great to connect. I've had such a great. I didn't know what to expect tonight. It was such a great. This is probably the best conversation I've had one-on-one on a YouTube thing in forever. I'm not gonna lie
glad
with
to
you.
hear that.
No, seriously.
Glad to hear that.
But it is a lot of. If you want to grow, it depends what you want on the channel, right? If you want to grow your channel, don't fucking try to do it. It's endless nights for very little money, very little love, very little turnout. If you're just like, I'm gonna start it and just if I get 6 followers or 2 people watching, and I don't have that mentality. I'm East Coast. I'm like all or nothing, and it terrorizes me. I have fun the whole way. Trust me. But but some people, if they're like more country about it, hey, cool. But like, if you're trying to do a YouTube channel to be Pixel fucking Dan or Robo, or just give up now. Don't even do something else with your time, because man, dealing with PR, dealing with marketing, dealing with like some of these corporations, if you want to get anything, they don't care. It's a copy and paste. And it doesn't matter how. Look, we got Hasbro interviews in our first, like, second year doing the channel with not even 1,000 subs, because it was when everybody came back from COVID. So they were maybe just being nice. And we've done so much work, so many hours, and things are getting strict. Things are getting harder for interviews. Or like we used to get boxes of Transformers. So remember that promo box there?
Yeah, like for the movie or whatever, the Rise of the Beast.
Not Rise of the Beast, the Netflix War for Cybertron.
Oh, War for Cybertron. Okay, yeah.
So we got this giant promo box, and that's when I was like, it was the worst thing, because I started buying Transformers left and right. That's why they do it. I started buying Transformers left and right, and I just left hundreds of dollars of Transformers that like I don't do anything with. But that was cool, a cool moment for us to get like a press box from Hasbro. We didn't even have 1,000 subs, and we're almost at 8,000, and they won't even answer our email. Like, I think the post-COVID being nice is over, and people are just, unless you're doing mouthpiece marketing for them or you're a grandpa channel. I mean that in the nicest way. Like, you've been around, paid your dues.
Yeah.
Like, Shardamus, all these great YouTubers of the past and the present. If you're not them, or you're like, hey, Hasbro's the greatest thing ever, we have it, like super, what they call shill. Like, you're not going anywhere with these people. Like, you mean not? You're in the way, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, it's grueling, because all you want to do is be accepted, or all you want to do is provide great content for your community and your friends, right? And it's hard.
Yeah.
Kaiju Daddy saying the key to channel growth is shaving your head, acquiring a kick-ass accent, and having some cool sunglasses. Thank you, Kaiju Daddy.
I'm just proud to be part of the bald bearded brethren on YouTube.
Exactly, right? It's so many of us.
They made a whole show based on that. All my buddies over at Circle, they made a whole show based on that. I'm like, how do I get on that show? I'm like, shave my head. No, I got it down to like a buzz cut, and they still won't let me on. No, shout out to those guys. But yeah, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just being real. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of
I really get what you're saying
on YouTube, and I'm always going to tell you straight up the truth about what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I appreciate that too because again, I've never tried trying to do an interview. I mean, like as I told you, like I talked to Brian Flynn. I didn't interview him over there, but I just said, "Hey, would you love to be on the show? I would love for you to be on the show. Would you be interested in that?" And he was like, "Yeah," and he gave me a business card, which I thought was cool. Like I didn't think he would talk to me, honestly speaking, but he did.
Mhm.
So I was
Yeah.
like, "That's
No,
cool."
yeah. Well, that's the positive side, right? So
Yeah.
let's flip it, right? So it is worth doing the work when you have those moments, when you meet people you look up to, and you get to know them on a personal level. So after the first day, when I see like Lenny, Tony, Dan, Dwight, Steve Ozer from WWE, and Bill, I don't
Yeah.
talk to them about what they're doing. I talk to them about them or what they
Right.
liked from the show. Because you reach that certain level with them, and you're like, you look up to them and you admire them and their position and the creations they make. The reasons we wake up are this is Bill McKenna made this, right? Or Magic or whatever. Like
Yeah.
these are guys I have beers with and shit. So that's cool to just get to know them and what they like,
So Bill, I had a good conversation with because I met
Yeah.
Bill at Ringside Fest. I was telling you, I was like, the first time you and I met and we talked for a bit was at Ringside Fest in like 2016 or 2015 or some shit like that. I was like, it was the Ringside Fest where Kevin Owens and Paige was there, and I had a good conversation with you. And I was like, it's been many years, and now I'm seeing you for the first time after that long. And I chatted him up for a bit, and then he actually agreed to be on the show as well. So I would love to talk WWE and Mattel because that's really what brought me into collecting. That's what started it all. So
Yeah. And well, that's another thing. And I think this is the last maybe big subject I'd like to talk about is, and a lot of people give me shit for this, but it's like worrying or dealing with the algorithm, right? So you're trying to grow a channel, and we were deep rooted. I gave you an explanation how we started. It was with G.I. Joe. And G.I. Joe collectors, like you and I, you're collecting Bolivarus, I collect G.I. Joe, but we're military guys, right?
Yeah.
We like wrestling, but there's not a lot of us. It's not like every single G.I. Joe person's going to sit there and watch you talk about wrestling for an hour. Talk to Michael Mercy. Michael Mercy is one of the biggest legends of YouTube, right, ever. He has 100,000 plus views, and he's done all these historical great documentary, G.I. Joe, 1982, like G.I. Joe. And he loves wrestling even more. And I did a wrestling stream with him, and he told me, I think he didn't even get like 500 views on that stream, and he has 100,000 subs. But he did it. Once you reach 100,000, you're like, yeah, I'll talk about toilet paper. Like, it doesn't matter. But he didn't get any numbers. Imagine being a smaller channel trying to grow.
Yeah.
And it's hard because you have to make a choice. That's why we talked about, does your collecting, is it revolved around what you talk about on your show? Because as much as you might like, say, Masters of the Universe, if your audience doesn't care about it, are you buying as much? Or are you willing to talk about that, knowing that the 100 people there for G.I. Joe are going to dump out to 20 people because it's Motu? Those are things you have to worry about as a channel. It's very
It's funny that you mentioned that because Talib and I, we've had a long-running joke. I was like, oh shit, we're talking about wrestling now. And we always joke about the fact that we're going to lose people watching because no one wants to talk about wrestling.
No.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny because we joke about it now. It's almost like a meme.
Well, it's like with the Transformers thing. There's such a segregation when it comes to Transformers fans and just action figure fans. And like you come from that one world or the other, sometimes they don't even know about that one side or the other. So I thought that was kind of interesting as well, because that was kind of where I came from, was mainly around Transformers, and then I followed a lot of YouTubers that did Transformers content, and then as the classified line came out and I kind of got into classified and action figures, then like I started bridging the gap personally, but I didn't see that on like my algorithm or the videos that would get suggested to me. So it's been kind of fun trying to, do both and just skate between and see what happens.
Right, but I'm saying even as a content creator, 90% of my content is G.I. Joe because that pushes the channel.
Right.
Do I want to review this right now? Yeah. Is it going to be a lot of work and I'm going to get a couple hundred views instead of a couple thousand, it is. So that's, you have to prioritize your time. And if you have, you know, like we all know, you have a wife, some people have kids, some people, I don't know how these guys like Kyle Peterson fucking do it. My guy Kyle literally reviews every toy on the planet.
Right.
Works at a corporation, has a big position at it, right? And he's busy. He's also got a wife. So, and a lot of other, he travels all over, and I don't know how he does it. Not everyone's built that way. So those are the difficult things you have to come up with. Some people will just review everything and not give a shit. Hey, I spent 3 hours reviewing that and had 30 views. Fuck it. I would get pissed because that's time I can't get back. That I would rather watch anime or fucking wrestling or whatever. I'd rather read a comic book than, I love toys, but I don't want to. I want to edit them. I want them to look nice. I don't want to just shovel shit for people, you know. So that's stuff we think.
I almost think like with maybe like Kyle Peterson, they're almost like a machine when it comes to doing the reviews, and they can just work them things out. They have a formula, then they can get them done.
He has a formula. His stuff is, and it's good. It's like making beats, like, you know, like DJ Premier beats. I'm a hip hop guy. DJ Premier beats sound the same, but he's the #1 hip hop guy of all the time, and every beat is a banger. But I don't know. Not everybody that wants to do a review wants to sound the same all the time or do the same. You want to get, like, I shout out Baldy. He always jokes like, "Hey, I had these toys before everybody else, but I haven't reviewed it yet because I'm fucking busy," you know. And like and he wants to he doesn't want to just open it and talk about it. He wants to come up with a concept, be creative, edit it, have fun with it. Everybody's different in their content. So yeah, I mean, everybody's mission on this is different, and I love that I do it, and I love that, but it is a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work.
Yep. Make sure the fun is the important part, I think, sometimes, because you lose sight of that, and then it's
right.
I agree with that. You know, it's funny because I've been thinking about doing I'm calling it showcase, not reviews, but starting to do more pre-recorded stuff. And I was thinking about this, and I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to start doing this, I don't want to edit it as much. Like a lot of people edit their videos hardcore, and that's where you lose my interest, right? Like I'd rather just record it, all the fuck ups. I'm okay with it.
You can't even hear me breathe in my reviews. You can hear people snore though. When I reviewed Cold Slither, my roommate from Comic-Con was snoring the whole time, and no one left a comment saying that it must have sounded like an air conditioner or something, but it was like.
But everyone probably was like, "God damn it!" You could hear everyone as you were editing.
But no, editing, I just thought it was funny. But no, I'll edit big breaths if I'm like, I edit that. I edit everything. I'm such a stickler for that. And some people will just do, "Hey, what's up? I'm opening this. This is the toy. This is the gun. And then that's it." And they pump them out like crazy. And like, as a creative, I'm not saying they're not creative, but as a creative content creator, you know, whatever, an actor, all the stuff I do in real life, I want to put my best foot forward. So I can't just like pump shit out. It takes time.
No, I get that. I just really, but the thing is, like, I mean, for me, it's just like I want to pump shit out, but at the same time, I don't feel like editing like crazy. Like it maybe add some music, add a little bit of, you know, little show crap into it, but like for me, it's just like I like my and like, what the fuck was I just talking about again? You know, like my confusion. Like, what is this?
I try to do it to shorten the video too, because I'm not generally first, and we have a lot of the same audience. Being G.I. Joe, we have the same people watch the same few creators. It shows you on YouTube. They'll say like, "Hey, the people who watch your stuff watch Viper Island, they watch Bees Battlegrounds, they watch A Punk with Toys." It's the same audience, and they're reviewing the same stuff at the same time. So if they do a 30-minute video, I'm going to try to get 30 minutes of, you know, and it's great because if you're first, you just open it and it doesn't matter. But if you're not first and you're a week late, a month late, whatever, I want to make it as short as possible. But I want to get all my points across. I still want to show that, like, hey, this is the original buck for this. Not really, but you know what I mean? Like, hey, this is, I found that Flint's legs are in this new Duke Tiger Port. You know, like, I don't want to just be like, I think this is Flint, but you can leave a comment. Like, I want to be professional. And that's my problem. I choose to be a stickler and have it take that long. Some people don't care. Like, I'm just, you let me know. I'm like, no, I'm the reviewer. I better know what the gun is. I better know what the molding is. I better know the history of the character. Some people review toys. I don't even know what the fuck they're reviewing. Like, this is, I give myself a lesson. If I don't know who Crystal Ball is, I'll watch JLS Comics and he does a 10, 20-minute recap. Or I'll go on 3D Joe's. I teach myself this stuff if I forget from the 80s and 90s. And we mostly, like, yeah. Should I answer this?
Yeah, do it.
Moody, I felt bad for you during the Ostriker. So my take on this is I feel bad for Hasbro because I opened one that might not have been good. Oh, what happened?
I think he said he'd be right back.
Oh, so I'll continue. I might have opened a toy that had QC issues, and let's be blunt. Quality control issues are not Lenny and Tony and the creators. The creative team doesn't. That's not their problem, right?
Right.
Now, if there's constant QC issues, they should at least have a discussion with it. And they've improved so many of the QC issues with their guns and everything. Yeah. So they've done a great job. This one had problems. And I just picked it up because I was going to show it on the show and I can't get the roll cage in, but that could be me. I might just suck at putting the roll cage in. I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm like, should I even bother? I'm like, no. Well, like, even some of the comments I read, they were like, I don't think the reviewer did this right. I may not have. I did it in a fucking hotel after Comic-Con. But that's why I like to grade my reviews. Unfortunately, most people's attention spans don't get them all the way to the very end.
Right.
Or they may not care.
Was your review the first one that came up? I have to admit, I haven't watched it.
It's okay. What do you mean you didn't watch it? What's wrong with you? No. It was because I basically reviewed that on preview night.
Right.
Like Wednesday, I was able to get it somehow, and it's preview night. I have 4 more nights to go out, or 3 more nights to go out in San Diego. I'm just gonna go back to my hotel, and I'm tired. I drove to San Diego that day, so I'm like, I have a reason to go back to the hotel and do a review, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, more power to you. I would have done the same thing.
He's a content creator too. My roommate for Comic-Con, we were sharing a hotel. He's a content creator, so we could be like, we're talking, but we can edit, and it's not like rooming with a normal person who's like, this is kind of annoying that this guy is here and he's editing and shooting stuff, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're both YouTubers, so we're both like, yeah, dude, you edit, I'll shoot. Like, you could shoot it while I'm sleeping. You can edit while I'm sleeping. Like, we did that. We got shit done because we got to do it. So yeah, it was the first night, and it was fun to do. And it's a good vehicle. It's not great, and there's nothing wrong with being good. You can be like Abby. You could be 7 out of 10. Why does everything have to be a 10 out of 10 or a 1 out of 10?
I agree completely.
Yeah.
But people said, I felt so bad because I was like, am I the enemy of I was like, am I an enemy of Hasbro? Because all the comments were like, I'm canceling. I'm like, I didn't say it was a 4 out of 10. I said it was a 7.
Right.
7's not good enough.
The collectors even asked me, should I cancel some of my 5?
And like you mentioned, there
cancel 4.
There are lemons out there. It happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's going to be that's not going to be the story for the entire run.
Right. But at the end of the day, it was a fun review, a good vehicle. Crankcase is great, and I had issues with mine. I'll have to call Hasbro customer service, but sometimes they're a little tough, so I haven't had time to do that. But
send them a link to YouTube. Be like, hey, look at my review.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Probably put me on a further ban list than I'm already on. So
Hey, at least you're on the list. I'm non-existent, right? So that's how I look
is
at
that
it.
the list you want to be on, the ban list?
Yeah.
It's better than a non-existent list, right?
For sure, for sure. Hey, dude,
So-
this was awesome. I got to run, but
Hey,
man,
I
thank
know
you so
that.
much.
I appreciate you being
Yeah.
on.
Thanks for
Again,
sticking around. This guy showing up late.
All
Yeah.
good, all good, man. Yeah, I did it. I don't know if you know, Tali, but I did a show before this too. I was a guest on
Yeah.
a wrestling show. Shout out to Nick Storm and his Figure Friday. We did like, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do an hour and a half, and it was like an hour and 48. And I'm like, I still want to eat something. I still want to like, whatever. So
Right.
it's
And you
been a
said
hell
you're
of a
East
night.
Coast, right?
What's up?
And you said you're East Coast, right? So, oh
Yeah,
no,
I'm
you're not.
from the East Coast.
Oh,
I
you're
live
from
in LA.
East. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm in LA. So thankfully it was it's 8:15, but I got shits to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
So let me ask you
thank
just
you
one
much.
last question. Are you going to be at New York Comic Con?
So that depends on my schedule for auto show. I'm an auto show product specialist, so that's my job for the fall.
Okay.
And one of the shows I did last year will, if I'm back on the show, it'll interfere with New York Comic Con.
Okay.
Put it this way, I'm hoping I don't go because it means I'll be making lots of money. If I
Yeah.
go, I'll be poor, but I'll go. I'll probably
Yeah.
because it means I won't be working.
Yeah.
But I think Bobby from A Toy Kind of Mood says he's going because his job is working with Cover Price, the comic
Okay.
book website. So I think he's going. So he'll be there instead of me.
Okay. Because I was going to say that'll be the next big one I'll be at.
Yeah. Although I'm tempted to just fly there to review Pythona in the hotel and then fly back.
That would be fun.
Can't wait to see that.
Any shout outs?
To you, man. Thanks for having me on. Again, just honored to be the VIP for Figure Fight Club tonight. Thank you.
No, we're going to have you back on one day, and then I could go through my list of questions I never asked you since we just chit chatted.
Oh, we could have you on A Toy Kind of Mood. That'd be even better.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
That would work too. Again, I appreciate you jumping on, definitely, and you're welcome back anytime. Always welcome on open mic nights as well on Tuesday nights.
appreciate it.
Talib, any closing remarks?
No, you put me
No?
on the spot. No.
Okay, sorry. In about 15 minutes, we're going to be doing members only live. We have Toy Rex joining us for a crew spotlight. We'll do a giveaway. Make sure to tune in.
Yeah, I would just say shout out to the rest of the boys out of Toy Kind of Mood. They fucking murdered it at Comic-Con. Like Bobby did such a great job. We did an interview with Jesse Falcon. He's the director of merchandising at Disney and Marvel. Bobby did a great job. Bobby got a lot of great pictures in. He was awesome on Wednesday. It was good to have Bobby, my co-host from A Toy Kind of Mood. He also has his own channel, Geeks Have Game, and a website, geekshavegame.com. Hoping to launch more stuff for the blog and the channel. But he's making waves. He had a rough year or whatever, but he's back and he's doing great. And shout out to Black Genghis, man. He's Big Lob now.
Big Lob, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they anointed him Big Lob. But he's been a tremendous boost for our channel in the last couple months. We come and go. We're all busy. We all have our own channels. But the last couple months, KJ's been slinging it every week during Yojo June, Yojo July, with our coverage. And again, at Comic-Con, he did the G.I. Joe interview with me as well. So those are my guys. And then shout out to the rest of the guys, man. Tony Romo, David Speck, Toy Optics, and Tony Figs, and Baldy Locks, man. Those are my guys.
Yep.
So they have a great show every Tuesday, Circle of Jerks with Terry Ruin and Punk with Toys. So we'll catch them. So yeah, great. I'm very blessed to have all of the A Toy Kind of Mood, just such a great family. And then the extended family that runs Tier. All the great community and all the other channels that have embraced who we are and have collaborated with us. So really appreciate it. It's been a hell of a ride.
No, definitely, man.
Awesome.
I totally agree. Again, Travis, I appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time. Peace
Yep,
out.
take care.
And peace.
See you guys.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, The figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just to see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.